Hey guys. Yeah, I've been sitting here staring at the screen for like 10 minutes cheesing. Looking at y'all popping in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I'm like, look at y'all. How is everybody? Happy Friday. Hey, Psalm. Psalm is about five of them people that popped in. Hey, Bougie. Hey, Carbon. How you doing, sis? I was thinking about you earlier. I was in Sophia B's um, celebration of 400 subs, I think it is. And now she mentioned your name. She was like, she was talking about beavers, and she was like, "We're Carmen, we're Erica." Y'all wouldn't know where to be found. Hey, TT. Hey, Joshua. How is everybody? Hi, Marquita. I saw you earlier. Hey, I'm not even gonna say that name yet. Give me a second. Hey, Mulata Crafts. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. But I see you. I see somebody. I ain't miss you. Jay. Juicing with Jay. Jay, package arrived. It came yesterday and it's sitting next to me. I was gonna be sharing it today because y'all, I was so hyped. I was I didn't expect. I expected some. I expected a certain thing, but there was something else I didn't. I was like, Jay, thank you so much. Hey, my Renaissance grandma. You got your today. They playing. What did the postage date say for the cent? I want to say I sent yours from the post office itself. Tell me what the stamp was for when I sent it, because I sent it back. You should have got yours around the same time that Miss Shirley got hers. You guys were sent on the same day. Like how did it arrive intact? How about that? Did it arrive intact or was it damaged? Because that don't make sense to me. Um, Make sure I didn't miss anybody. No. Okay. But I'm glad you got them. Let me know if they were intact. Jay, bam. Y'all. Ooh, he made my day yesterday. First of all, I don't even know how long that package was sitting outside, and it is like freezing here, like freezing. First of all, I'm in Ohio, and I happened some a car went down the street and happened to set off my Ring doorbell, and I was on my phone at the time, so I looked to see what it showed, just to see. I do it sometimes just to make sure it's just a car that passed that set it off. And I'm like, why it look like it's something on my porch? So I pulled up the actual camera, and I was like, it's something on my porch. Went there, and I was like, oh, it is a package on my porch. Then I thought about it. I was like, I think I know what it is. It was a good day. And I don't know how long it had been sitting there because it is cold. It's 23 degrees right now. And that ain't the feels like. Probably feels like 1 degree, to be quite honest, because it's cold, cold. And then tomorrow, I think the high is supposed to be like our high was 20 something today. It says it feels like 13. Our high was 27 today. Tomorrow, I think it's supposed to be, it's in the 40s. Yeah, because why not? Because why not? So that's what I'm living with. Uh-oh. The zip was wrong? Okay. Okay. Well, okay. I'll check what I have because clearly I must have it wrong. Hey, Miss Felicia. Enjoy your meal. Oh yeah. Talking to my Renaissance grandma. Um you did, Jay. You got me all the way together. I have so many plans. Hey, Erica. Hey, J3GS Farm. Hey, LP. How you doing? Um, Hi, Mike. What's up? I saw your video earlier too. Seeing what's going on with your lemon balm and your hydroponic system. And it's gonna take it over too, because if it's in the mint family, child, you were saying it is. This getting sick weather. Ain't that right, TT? This is that getting sick weather. For real. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm catching up. Y'all know I'll be falling behind sometimes. Okay, I'm caught. Hey, Urban. You in the... I ain't gonna even repeat it. She in the ads, y'all. Hey, Urban. Listen, I gotta show. Okay. I gotta share this before we get into what we're gonna talk about today. Because y'all, first of all, what y'all think about my thumbnail? Tia, no, was it Tia or Lydia? What Tia was it? You was like, why you cutting the money? I said we cutting our expenses, girl. We cutting. She was like, oh, it might have been Lydia. I can't remember. One of them asked me that. They was like, why you cutting the money, Gina? I said it's supposed to mean that we cutting things back. We gonna be saving. We gonna be saving. Tia, my notifications suck, and I pressed the notification for her as well. Oh, and it didn't show up. I see. I if I had your number, I would text you. I did text Erica because she mentioned both of y'all names. Um, here we go. I'm glad you pulled up David Corey. David. First of all, I was going to tell you tonight, if you had pulled up, to keep my name out your mouth. I saw your video today too. And you couldn't even get to the right person before you said my name and you was meaning to say Fifi. David always coming for somebody, y'all. While he was over there freezing his chickens. I watched the replay from last night. I fell asleep on it. I was in there last night, and at the time it was just Fifi and Planter. This is on Planter TV's live last night, y'all. Actually it's a good live because they cut up at the end. Planter lost control. There was Fifi, which Fifi is so innocent, and they don't let David and Liddy B come up there. It was a good time. It was a good time. I cracked up while I was at work. I literally had tears. Hey, Liddy B. She just pulled up. I literally had tears in my eyes. I was laughing so hard. I text her like, why was y'all cutting up on Planner's Live last night? It was a good time. Y'all was having a good time. Acted up. But anyway, let me share with y'all what Juicing with Jay sent me. So y'all, I got this box. I got it flapped down because our address is on there. Actually, though, Jay's is probably a PO box, but I still ain't gonna show it. So, y'all can see it. Can y'all see that? Is Fifi in here? Hey, Miss Shirley. Because Fifi had a video with a box of this. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Look at that. Look at that. That is a lemon from his tree. First of all, I wouldn't even have to tell you it was from his tree if you've been on his videos. Go check out Juicing with Jay's video. He did a video recent. The last one I seen anyway was him showing all his dragon fruit trees, and at the end you'll see his lemon tree where he's already harvested a bunch of lemons from it, but not all of them because he hit me some lemons. I was so hyped. Lemons from his lemon tree. This ain't no grocery store lemons. They come in all shapes and all sizes, and they all mine. Hey, Bam with Arthur Butler. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I was so hyped. I was like, as soon as I opened the box, that's the first thing I saw. And they was all cold. I was like, they was out there getting frozen. I got plans. First of all, Fifi has said in hers how she's going to dry the rinds and make her a lemon powder and wheel. I'm going to actually dehydrate some of the lemons themselves because TT told me she does that. And she was showing me her jar where she dehydrates some of her lemons. She'll slice them and dehydrate them, and then she can use them later in her teas and stuff. Then I ain't got to worry about hurrying up and using nothing and if it's going to go bad or anything. Y'all, but that ain't all. That is not all because I didn't expect these. I expected the other. But in true J fashion, yes, dry the rinds. Yes, ma'am. Don't worry. I'm already on it. When I heard Fifi say that, I was like, oh, tell me more. Yeah, I'm on it, Urban. And you know I'm already on it because I'm trying to, not just with that, but with period, I'm trying to like grow a lot of herbs. All of us are. All of us are. Urban's been showing how she makes her ginger shots and stuff. Like we all trying to get it right. We trying to be save them seeds. Yes, ma'am. Fifi came in here. Hey, Fifi. I don't see her, but I see people speaking, I think. Yes, I do see people speaking. So this is what I expected. And they still wrapped up. So Jay, you promised me something to show me what I need, how I need to plant these up. So this is the thing. You know, I'm gonna be planting them indoors for the meanwhile, because you heard me say what my temp is. So these cannot go outside, but y'all, these are cuttings from his dragon fruit trees. More cuttings from the dragon fruit tree. I'm just looking at them to make sure they all still look very much intact and very, very well. Seriously, Jay. Okay, you got me? Good. And more. Oh, wait a minute. I was just about to go look at my text, but my email, but I think no, that's just a piece of paper. I was about to say, I think you put it in here. No, that's just the paper from the packaging and some more. So I'm about to tell y'all what those are. Hold on. Hold on. I was going to say hold your mule, but that's a Tabitha Brown quote. I don't want to be quoting her stuff. That's her stuff. If y'all watch her, y'all know that's her stuff. Hold your mule. I love Tabitha Brown. All right. So let me tell y'all what varieties is up in there. Because, I just said, I think I want to try to grow dragon fruit. And Jay was like, say less. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, say less. And then he proceeded to send me dragon fruit. Let's see. We have there Vietnam whites, Palora. Tell me if I'm saying anything wrong, Jay. Yes, them thorns got me yesterday. I'm cool today though, but they got me yesterday. Palora, American Beauty, Purple Fleshnoid. Yes. So there are 4 varieties in there. Mm-hmm. 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 Don't at me. Now I just gotta grow. I gotta keep it alive. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna put it in that soil that everything thrived in last season. We're gonna pray that they can thrive just as well as everything else did. I'm gonna put them up against the house because to me that's the hottest, and it gets sun all day, like probably 10 hours or more sun. a day. They do like sun. I mean, it's a tropical fruit, right? I need all the deets. I need all the deets. I like lemonade too, David. Yes, David is a member. It is a member perk, um, and you can pay it forward. Yes, there you go, Fifi. Pay it forward, which you definitely can do that. I know during the last season, like during the summertime, Jay has something on his community page to pay it forward to be able to send, because it's not free sending people this stuff. So, you know, it's you can imagine a box full of fruit and cuttings, it costs money. So to me, Jay, I was like, for the cost that it was for the postage, I will gladly send on a quarterly basis for lemons. I was like, for lemons from your tree, and that's many. Do you know how much lemons cost in the store? It was worth it. It was more than worth it because I got more than I asked for, which was not even lemons. So thank you so much. Urban, I haven't seen a penny from YouTube and the membership pays for the shipping. Yeah, I can believe that. Does anyone consider bananas to be a herb? I don't know. Do you guys consider bananas to be an herb? I was reading a thing today that made that claim, but not sure. I wouldn't imagine it to be an herb, but the consensus, I don't know. Um, I still haven't received. Yeah, I read that already. G, don't say my name like Felicia on Friday. Stop dragging my name. It's David. It is David. Just the way I type it in the chats. Yes, because you be acting up. But I'm glad the chickens were well, David. Seriously, because everybody was concerned about them chickens last night. Fifi was like, "Them chickens need some water." You talking about they ain't had no water? And then Lydia got on there. She's like, "Yo, you gonna wake up to frozen chickens?" We was beginning to get concerned for them chickens. So I'm glad they were all fine. And you had eggs. He had a lot of eggs, y'all. Them chickens laid. So they definitely can hold up. Love the seed. Yes, that seed container is awesome. Yeah, I know. I have two of those containers. I only have one filled with seeds, but I did go and get a whole bunch of seeds. I don't know where I put them though. From the Dollar Tree. I finally, there they are. I think, yeah. I had to call the Dollar Tree and I'm like, do y'all have y'all seeds yet? The reason I wasn't finding them is because they weren't putting them out. So I would have got a bunch of seeds. So they only for $4. And I don't need all those seeds, but I like to have them because I do send people seeds sometimes when they need them. There's sometimes, everybody can't afford to get seeds. And I shared a couple, probably two or three lives ago that I have considered going to like the public library and taking seeds down there and showing people how they can just plant seeds and grow food. So more people will get into growing food. And someone in the community emailed me and gave me more encouragement to actually do that. So I'm really thinking about that. It may not be the library because I also live near a it's not really a botanical, but like some park, something like that. It's like a garden park. And I know they kind of do that kind of stuff. So I might reach out to them and ask if, they have someone that, does that. And if there's something I can possibly do. So we'll see. Because I got flowers, I got um, everything. I bought different kind of flowers. I bought peppers, tomatoes, squash, cucumbers, a lot of stuff that I don't even grow because I'm not really interested in it because I don't care for it that much, but then somebody else might be, so that's why I bought the seeds. And they're for $4, that part. Hey, Lashes. I hope I ain't missed anybody. I'm kind of looking but not all the way. Check the status of the pin. As it tells you, request another set. That's messed me up. Okay. I think you guys are talking YouTube, so that makes sense. Maybe. Okay. So I'm on a 15 now and happen everyone. I think she was trying to say happy Friday. Now what? Oh, now what happened? I'm on a 15 now. What happened? I was just sharing my you already know the lemons and dragon fruit because I was talking to Lydia and TT yesterday. BNC Garden Experiments and Homestead and Baking. How are you? Happy Friday. Welcome, welcome. Um Afterlife. Okay. So I think some people may have noticed I wasn't going to say anything today. I was going to wait and say something on my next live. But thank you, thank you, thank you, because so many of you made it happen. My channel is now monetized. I hit my 4,000 watch hours. Uh, it was earlier this week. And so, yeah, when Urban was like, she was in the ads. And I saw TT say congrats. So I know some people noticed it. Because some things do look different. I did check before I started this live, like, are they going to be able to see that I'm monetized? And then I saw that it's a money sign at the bottom of the screen um, that I see on other people's channels. So, yeah. Hey, Nikki. Um, so, yeah, I made it. Mama made it. TT talking about they'll say nothing good till I get back. TT, you better be here while I'm talking. Thank you, Urban. Thank you, Mike. Yes, my kid is calling me and she don't want nothing. Let me tell her I am live because she always forgets every Friday. And I know she don't want nothing. So, yes, I made it. Yay. Thank you, Nikki. So David, that means you could go ahead and hit the dollar sign and yeah, send it. Yeah. Just David. Wait a minute. Y'all now I know how it pops up. I didn't know that. That's Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. And Jay for the super sticker. You guys are awesome. Yes, I was definitely excited to be here. Um because I've been here before, but I kind of just slacked off. I mean, I didn't slack off. I just kind of left for a while. And when I came back, I lost it and I had to earn it back. But you know what? It's been so much better this time because I I'm just having much more fun with it. I'm not making it like I'm not pressuring myself for anything. I'm enjoying what I'm on here doing, the people I've met on here, the it's just I thought about this earlier. I was in oh, I was in African Dreaming, and they had Coach Mary Ma on there, and she was just talking about how much she loves this community and everything. And I thought to myself, I feel the exact same because as much as it was this world was trying to cause there to be so much separation is not the word I'm trying to think of, but um, you know, pretty much in all the communities, like it was just so much happening in this world for the last few years, and people were just kind of, you know what I mean? They weren't coming together the way we need to. We're stronger together, and the way that even as how our community is, how much we stick together. I have not come into as much as I pick with certain people, like I pick with David and stuff like that. I know that David actually be out here trying to help folks in this community. He is a great gardener. Like his garden be doing what it needs to do, and he will share with other people how they can do the same with their garden. But he gonna get on here and act like David, and he's really good people. You could tell he is. But I love that about this community. Like, you guys are just great, and y'all are killing me right now because I just keep seeing things pop up on my screen. Carbon, girl, thank you. I see you. Fifi, thank you. Sam, thank you. TT, I'm gonna whip her. She talking about some. It's in the budget. Is it? I need proof. I need proof. Thank y'all seriously. Um, I just have been, like I said, have enjoyed being here. You guys are the best. I have, even with the budgeting stuff that I talk about, I have gotten so much positive feedback on that. And even yesterday, I was talking to a friend's daughter. I'm not gonna really say who or anything because we don't need to get into that. But she's in her 20s and she wanted to get her stuff together budgeting wise, and like she's only been doing it for I think a little over a month, and she already has a nice little amount saved in her emergency fund. She's doing the envelopes. She budgeted out her what her responsibilities are. So at that age, um, you don't really. She still stays at home, so she doesn't have rent and all those things. But she has a cell phone. She has other things. She has a boyfriend, so they date and stuff like that. So she had made sure she had an envelope for date night, for eating out on the fly, for she loves fish. She has a nice fish tank with nice fish in it, and she likes to buy new fish to go in her tank. So she has a budget for to be able to buy fish when she wants to, um, and whatever. And we were talking last night. She wanted to talk to me like about some questions she had about some things, and she's like, "Well, what if she has money left over um, from after she budgets what she budgets for? What does she do with that?" And I'm like, "Put it in one of the other envelopes. If you only had $50 for date night, you can up it to $60, $70 because you got a little extra. Just find a place for it." She has, like I said, an emergency fund, y'all. She has now her goal is 1,000. She hasn't reached her goal, but she's a third of the way already. Already. I told her, I said, I am extremely proud of you. Like, seriously, I don't want you to think this is funny. I am extremely proud of you because at your age, you are taking the information and you are applying it. And if you take this throughout your life, you ain't gonna have to worry about much, girl. If I knew these things when I was in my 20s, I'm proud of her. I'm like, you are just starting and you already become so disciplined. And I think she sometimes, and I've even told her, like, give yourself grace because she'll do her budget. And just like us, we'll realize later, oh, I didn't budget for such and such. But this is something that I do. That's okay. Fix it the next month. Put it in next month's budget. And then when you keep going along, at some point, you're going to have everything covered and it'll be fine. But like I said, I am so proud of her. I am. Excuse me. I really am because it's hard sometimes in your 20s to be that disciplined because what you want to do is just be a 20-year-old and have all the fun. You want to just, your girls call you up and you want to go hang with your girls. We're going out to eat, or they want to go do this, or they're taking a girls' trip. Whatever it may be, you want to just drop everything and do those things because you are a 20-some-year-old woman. And she's like, no, I want to do these things. These are some things I want to start putting in place. She wants to get a car. She wants to have that emergency fund. She wants to, make sure her money is working for her. And it is. And I'm so proud of her. And there's been people in the community who's given me feedback where I know it's working for them. So I love it. I love it. I just want everybody to be in a place of comfort where you don't have to worry about money like that. You know what I mean? I just, I feel like our community, that's like a very heavy thing in our community where we're always trying to just get on top of things with money wise, because let's just be honest, sometimes the pay ain't the same as, others. And we got to work with what we getting. Even though we know it, we don't know it because we don't have the proof of it, but we know it. You know what I mean? So we have to work with what we have and just make it do what it do. And we can. Because I know she's not making buku bucks, but she making it do what it do. And I'm proud of her. Hey, soul sister, I saw you come up in here. I could tell how hard you were smiling. Something was different. You so crazy. That wasn't why I was smiling. And I'm always smiling, David. Oh, now I'm coming up. See, I was so behind. I wasn't coming up on the so it's red or it's colored in the chat, and I didn't know that. See, I told you I don't take me but a second to get behind. There's Carbon. And then I see, yeah, Nikki. Thank you all. I really do appreciate it. You just testing it out so everybody know it worked. I appreciate you, Jay. That's right. Yes. Hey, G Mama, how you doing? Happy Friday. Y'all, G Mama put out a 30-minute video. It was darn near 30 minutes. I was like, I had to look twice. Yeah, she did. I was shocked. They're usually shorter. I was like, okay, G Mama, I see you. Gina, are you gonna do your super sticker dance? Ooh, do I have to have a super sticker dance? I don't know. Listen, I need to do like African Dreaming and have my have a thing that they push that shows them, money in the chat, money in the chat. I need that. I feel the same way. I'm not putting any pressure on myself. That's right. That's right. And that's what's making it fun. Because before, I'm going to be honest, I was on here doing a lot of recipe content because people love the recipes. They would ask for, recipes and stuff. And I got to the point where I was literally just doing recipes because people needed them. And it wasn't always something that I wanted to make. And I feel bad sometimes when I see content creators like this. This is one chick on, I see her mostly on Instagram, but she's on YouTube as well. And I mean, she is very popular. Her recipes be looking fire. But I'm like, she put out a video almost every day. She puts out a video every day. They're not long videos. They're just a short little, she does them in quick versions. So she's probably a TikToker as well. Cause most people who do the shorter ones know how to use that TikTok. And, I'm like, but I know at this point, she's only doing these because it's become who she is out here. And so she's continuing to, oil the wheel, as they say. And I'm like, I don't want to be there again. I want to have fun. So that's what I be doing. I like sharing what works for me. May it be in the garden, may it be in the kitchen, may it be in finances. I like sharing those things, but I don't want to be out on here doing it just because I want to get, the viewage or the, followers and stuff like that. I want it to be because I enjoy doing it. And also the people I'm sharing it with enjoy receiving the information I'm giving. I see you guys too. I see Sam. Did I already show Sam? Because I saw Fifi up here. I have Fifi up here. Do y'all show up more than once or y'all doing this more than once? What the heck is what is happening? I'm so confused. Thank you, soul sister. Carbon, I'm confused. Who is that? My Renaissance girl? It's I gotta find it. I love it. Thank y'all. Where is it? I'm catching up now, y'all, because I gotta find my Renaissance grandma. There she is. I love it. It's not in the budget. I love it. Thank you. Hey, Lady Dagger Status. How you doing? Happy Friday. Listening, cooking and listening. That's right. Y'all, I don't typically cook on Fridays, and I didn't cook this Friday. I get one day off a week. I love to cook, so I cook pretty much every day of the week, and I take one day off from cooking dinner. Hey, Classic Solutions. Solution. Happy Friday. So today is my day off. Liddy B, I'm about to hurt you into you. Thank you for shining your light on me. Love you, girl. uh, y'all get on my nerves. I'm not. I'm not doing y'all tonight. Um, didn't she though, Nikki? She was like, 5 minutes ain't enough for today. I said, you better bring it, G Mama. That's right, bougie. Money in the chat, money in the chat. I hope I didn't miss anybody either. I hope I didn't, y'all. Hey, GT, how you doing? He's driving and listening. Did African Dreamer show the picture? I didn't even see the. Did he do the member only? Did they do the member only? I didn't see it. I looked. I didn't see it pop up in my feed at all. I hope they didn't. Um. Hey, Micro Farmer, how you doing? Happy Friday. Gee, Mama, thank you. You guys are awesome. That's okay though, because we're gonna be celebrating. That's why I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna wait because we're gonna celebrate next week. And y'all know I'm gonna have a giveaway. So hey Andale, how you doing? Her hands are full. So if I missed anyone, sorry, hugs to all. Yes. It's all good. Um, you will burn yourself out. Facts, bougie. That's why I ain't doing it. It's gonna be fun for me. It's about the fun for me. And it's been some times that I didn't pop up on a Friday. That was burnout. I ain't have it. I ain't have it. I was like, I can't. And it was usually it was around the holidays. And a lot of people kind of took breaks around then. I think that everybody was kind of on burnout. So hey Duval, City Girl Gardener, how you doing? Hey J Princess, happy Friday. How are you doing? So y'all, I'm trying to catch up. Happy Friday. Da, 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 da. I didn't feel like cooking dinner today either. Hubby is bringing home pizza. Ain't that right? Yes. My husband wanted Subway. And so him and my daughter had Subway, and I'm having Chipotle. Y'all, when they sleep, thank you, fam. But when y'all sleep, that's all I'm asking. Asking for a friend. Did y'all do the members only too? Answer that because I'm gonna be mad if y'all did and it didn't pop up on my notifications and I couldn't find it when I was scrolling because I looked. So let me know that. But thank you. I appreciate y'all. You know I love y'all. They don't be sleeping though, y'all. They don't be sleeping. They saved the picture for when you were with us. So they did go live? In the bushes, yes. Hey, Good Eats Homestead. How you doing, sis? Happy Friday. Hey, Dorsha. How you doing? Happy Friday. Thank you, Anne. Thank you so much. You guys got me cheesing like extra hard on. Y'all better not be screenshotting this. ah, like, oh, look at her. She was cheesing. We did. Oh, it did not pop up, Jay. Or is this April? Who's talking? I can usually tell if I get more dialogue which one I'm talking to. I'm mad about that though, seriously, because I was sitting here just doing all kind of random stuff in here. I actually recorded a video that I'll be putting out. And Nikki, just so you know, your name is in the video because I was doing my sweet potatoes. So I send people your way to see how you did your sweet potatoes because I'm doing it the other way. I was going to do it the same way you did, but my sweet potatoes were already forming slips. Look at that. This is not. This is one that I wasn't in the video that I didn't put in the video. But look at that. All of them had like all over in different spots on them. These are some purple sweet potatoes that I got from Azure. And then I also am trying to get slips from some of my red, and the other ones just look like a regular sweet potato yam that you get at the holiday time that I grew last year. So I grew sweet potatoes last year. I'm using those to create slips for this year. But yeah. Ain't it trash bougie? But the thing is, I was on here scrolling because I was looking for I almost said Hutch, but that's not his name. I was looking for Backwoods because he said he was going live, and then I realized he ain't on Eastern time. He can't be because I thought he was, but he can't be because he goes live at the same time I did. So I ain't gonna be able to catch him. Thank you, Miss Felicia. You guys are just a mess. I love it though. Thank you. But we got to shout out Carbon Q, long time. Bam, much love. Yes. You see that, Carbon? Yes, they missing you, girl. They miss you. You did it both ways last year. Me too. I did both last year. I prefer the water, which is why I was going to do that this year. But since I had these sitting in my windowsill behind me. You couldn't see it because it just was pushing my blinds up a little bit. I forgot where I put them. I kid you not. I found them today because I was trying to figure out what this plant was behind me. Which way? This way. Because I knew I had one of them was a pepper, but I'm not sure what the other one was. And I have an app on my phone that recognized that I could take pictures, snap pictures of plants. I use it in the spring when I have stuff growing in my yard. And I took a picture of it. It's a pepper plant. Somehow, some way, I grew two pepper plants. This one is supposed to be a bell pepper, and the other one is the peach rush pepper. I don't remember putting two pepper seeds in this thing. I thought I was growing one pepper and then like some lettuce and stuff. I don't know what I did. So when I did that, I needed it was daylight. So I turned the light that's over the plant off, and I pulled my blind up to get some daylight in here. And this was behind. I was like, I know I'm gonna find it. I had to put I had to put them in the dang on windowsill because I knew it would get sunlight. Y'all, tell you will hide stuff from yourself. I do it all the time. So yeah, I like it both ways, but I prefer the water. I got my sweet potato in a cup and water, so in the house messed up last season. I didn't have problems with I did have the nets last year, but this year I didn't really use soil. And actually I'm putting it this way, but it's actually over here. I use the cocoa core, and I have perlite in it to kind of loosen it up. So we're gonna see how it do. If it needs something else, I have some dried eggshells in my kitchen in a baggie, so I'll crush them up and maybe put them in there if it needs something like a little nitrogen or something. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. So, but yeah, I just think the water method it was just easier because you didn't have to deal with the nets. Y'all better start your. Oh, my herbs are they already going. I already planting my seeds. They gonna be ready, David. They gonna be ready. Hey, Sanav, how you doing? Happy Friday. Yeah, as soon as it be looking like I'm caught up, and then I tap it again, and it jumps. Like there's others that's just hadn't shown up. Bam, she said, I know you probably seen it before I got to it because I'm behind, but Carmen said she'll be back soon. Y'all saw Bouger did a video. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all go figure it out what it was about. I actually I posted it on my community page. I shared it. So mm-hmm. I think everybody pretty much did it. There was a lot of videos, David. Follow the hashtag. I saw a lot of them. More people than I knew was in it. Um, Here we go. You should have told me. I hadn't planned on it. I hadn't planned on it, Mike. I do plan on growing some outside though. Nobody told me it gets 8 feet tall. None of my other pepper plants got that tall. None of them. They might have been 4. Nah, I don't even think I had a 4 foot. Maybe 3. What the what? Well, the smallest one is the peach. This one with these big leaves is supposed to be, according to that app, a bell pepper plant. Hey, Tina. Happy Friday. So I hope it is. But you know what? I'm like, how are people transplanting from the hydroponics to outdoors? How do you do that? Because do you just throw that whole spongy thing in the ground? And then how does the roots deal with it? I will be growing another one. Um, that I'll start in house from seed to transplant outside because I planned on growing one outside anyway. So that's I just wanted to see how things grew in here. And I will tell you, there's little budding peppers on that plant, the peach one. There's probably about 7 little bitty buddy things at the top. We gonna see. We gonna see um how that do because now you got me worried. Okay, we go for real. Squirrels. All right. Good night, fam. Y'all better get some sleep. No moderators from that channel can participate. We ain't talking to you, Lydia. Listen, Lydia said that yesterday, and Fifi got so quiet. She was like crickets. I laughed so hard. I told Lydia, I said, first of all, you're not coming for the moderators on Planter's channel because I'm a mod on his channel and I will be participating. Whew, she a mess. I'm like, girl, Lydia, stop it. That's right. I'm starting my indoor hydroponic gardens today as I'm listening. So many peppers. I can't do no whole bunch. I have a big system. I don't know if I think I did tell you guys that, and I haven't taken it out the box yet. I'm already overwhelmed with what this one is doing because I'm like, why do I have big plants already and I can't raise this any higher? It's as high as it goes. The light part, yeah, I'm stressed out. I need it to be outdoors. I don't know. I think I will. My other one, I will probably do herbs and lettuce in it. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Which one worked better for you, Nikki? Oh, water soil. And for somebody like you, Soul Sister, who got plenty of land, Well, no, you're what state are you in? You're in a colder climate, I think, too, though. I was gonna say you got the space to just put it in ground and let them slips come up, and then But I don't. I had to start this stuff in the house. I gotta do it that way. Um, Mike, where you get your dwarfs at? Your dwarf seeds. Don't say Baker's Creek. Ah, don't say it. You can ask me. Yes, I want hot. I want hot, Jay. You like hot peppers too. I forgot. I I forgot. I know now. Yes, that's actually though the Scoville on it, I don't it wasn't as hot as I expected. I don't even think they're as hot as when I Googled it. I don't think they were hot as habaneros, which was interesting to me. I thought they would be hotter. So we'll see. My peach rose didn't get that tall. I grew it in a grow bag. Yeah, most of my pepper plants got maybe 3 feet. I did my habaneros didn't get big. They were bushier because I did that pinch off method. I saw it on somebody's channel. I can't remember who. And then I also saw Gigi talking about it. So I was like, oh, then it must really be a thing because I heard her talk about it after I saw somebody else do it. But I pinched them off at the top when they were small, and mine bushed out more than getting tall. And so when they bush out, they almost create two new plants with from that one plant because they will grow from all these two or three different stems. It was amazing because I had peppers out the behind. She made up 3 feet. First of all, go back and watch the videos, David. My jalapenos are the only ones that got that tall. One of them, it got like 3 feet tall. Um, that might be the only one. The rest of them bushed out, and I think that's the only one I didn't pinch off. But yeah, it did, David. Did you see I was loaded with peppers? Like loaded. Rather than a bushy variety. It's a vine type. Is veggie farming here? Transplanted her arrow garden plants. Oh, you're saying, oh. Did she do a video? I believe she removed all the sponge. It seemed like that would be hard to do. Because when I tell you the roots, it just seemed like that would be hard to do. But I'm going to go see if she got some content on that. I remember the super old movie, Little Shop. Yes, Little Shop of Horrors. Pepper plant. Feed me. That's right. Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long. That was my movie, y'all. I used to love Little Shop of Horrors. Y'all, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Where's my dad? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where's my ring camera? It is somebody who just left my porch. How do you know that? Y'all, hold on. Let me drop the link because I need some help. Somebody come help me. Oh, um, and plant soil. So you can leave the little spongy thing. Is that what you're saying, Mike? Like my sugar recipe did have a slow start. Hmm. Um. Hey, Yankee sister, how you doing? Happy Friday. Rolling late. You ain't late. Ain't nothing really happened. You ain't missed a lot. Hello, welcome. Thank you, Beshat. Sugar and peas did get off to a slow start. You know what? Pepper's just a slow period. You know that, Nikki. I know I was worried about my Scotch bonnet last year because it was so slow. It was the first pepper plant I put in ground. It was my largest plant, and then my jalapenos was like beating them, and then my jalapenos started putting on peppers, and my Scotch bonnet didn't. But when it did not stop until it got cold. I literally had to just pull off babies because it was they weren't going to survive. It was starting to get cold here, so and peppers just ugh. So this year I'm gonna try to really. I got notes from last year. I know when I planted stuff in house to transplant, and I'm gonna try to, you know, do better this year to make sure I'm like I don't need them to be putting on the peppers like right after I put them out there, but I don't want it to be too late in the season where I don't get a lot of harvest from the plant. So it's tilting over the pot. Um, hmm. Yeah, you did tomatoes, Duval City girl. Yeah. Urban just search dwarf. Yeah. Hey Q. Growing with Hudson because I got two Q's in here. Hey Gina, stop and hit the thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a good weekend. Um, I think I'm catching up, guys. Maybe not. I don't know. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Compressed peak. Really? Oh, you should have told me that. Listen, I'm gonna try. I's gonna try. I's gonna give it a try. I do love hot peppers. I know you do. I remember last year seeing that post. Yep. Uh-huh. What's that? TT. Hey, TT.
Hi y'all. Happy Friday. Happy
Thank
Frugal
you.
Friday, y'all.
Thank you for helping me because listen, I gotta go grab something off my porch. I'm like, I have a package.
Go
I
grab
need
it.
it. I need it. All right, y'all. Whew, whew. All right. Let me see. I always do this wrong, so let me see how. I'm just gonna put you on big. How about that? Because I always forget how to just. Oh no, I know how to do it. I'm gonna take you off big. I
Okay.
don't want you to be uncomfortable.
Okay.
I know how to do it. I need to stop my camera.
Oh, it's on camera. Okay. Hey y'all. Happy Frugal Friday. I see everyone was in here. I was trying to clean my craft room, so I was listening and not in the chat. But hey everybody. Hey GT, Yankee Sister, Psalm. Psalm, I like how you said that really old movie, Little Shop of Horrors. That wasn't a real old movie. Like you didn't have to put that emphasis in front of it to make us all feel frugal. Yes, type frugal in the chat. And this is really behind. I see why she's struggling. The chat is really behind. I'll pull up my phone. Hey GT. Okay. Let's see who else is in here. Bougie, whole new perspective. Fifi. Hey Triple Threat, how you doing? Duval. Hey Miss Shirley. Hey Mike. Mike, where do you get your peppers from? I need to know. That's why Psalms is little sis. Because she had to throw us all out there. What you got? What you got? Let's see.
I got a package. You have got a letter. You have
We
got a
just got a
letter.
letter.
You have
We
got
just
a
got a
letter.
letter.
Wonder who it's from. All right, y'all. Whew. First of all, it's cold outside, but it wasn't too cold for me to go out there and get my packages right
I
now.
know that's right. You brave it.
Hey, triple threat. So I'm gonna pop down to the bottom because I done missed out time.
So I'm saying,
Huh.
I'm the baby. Gotta love me. I know that baby. I'm the baby in the family. If you haven't
You know
noticed.
what's funny? I wouldn't know who this was from. I only know who it was from.
What
Hold
is
on, y'all.
it?
Oh, why my husband just texted me from the basement talking about there's a package at the front door. You
He
late.
said it wasn't for nobody but you. Go get
You
your
late.
stuff.
You late, sir. Looking at he probably just now looking at the camera.
Hey, Crafty Leo. Hey, goodies.
But I
Hey,
wouldn't know who it was from because you know you was anonymous, but I'm glad you said something. Hey Crafty. Because now I know where it's from. But it is an Arrow Garden seed pod kit.
Ooh.
Thank you, thank you. It has easy to grow 6 pot kit for your Arrow Garden. Yes. At water plant food, drop in pre-seeded pods. I love that because this one has its pods in it that it came with it. I don't have any like when I'm done, I don't know how that works. So yeah. Oh, I gotta break the seal and stuff. I'm not gonna do all that. Oh, wait
Mike,
a
when
minute.
you reuse
Oh, wait
yours,
a
like when
minute.
you take one out and you put another one back into your arrow, your herb, your hydro garden, do you use another basket hangy thing? I do. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I do.
This says Italian herbs. So does that mean it has the Italian herbs in there to plant?
Mm-hmm.
Stop playing with me.
What does it say? It should be able to say like what's included or contents include.
It does. It says, oh, it says 6 pre-seeded pods.
Nice. You ain't got to do nothing but put it in the water. Off to Amazon I go.
Urban says you can reuse the basket.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can imagine the basket, but not the thingy.
Not the
The
sponge
little
thing.
spongy
Okay.
thingy. So I would imagine you should be able to get more of those. Thank
Yeah.
you, Easter Bunny. I feel like I could say who because you told me to check my door. Check my that's how I do to check it. I saw it in the chat. So thank
Gina
you,
is off to the
Marquita.
challenge. That's right.
Yes, I've already planted. Hope you used girl. Yes, I will. Hey, Jova.
Sponges
I
are so good.
will and
Sponges.
will. Yes, ma'am.
Drop in the
I don't
soil,
know if
I
you've
guess.
been
That makes
listening,
sense.
but I plan on upping my herb growth this year. I did not
Mhm.
last year I grew herbs. That was my first time growing herbs. I feel like this every year is the first time for stuff. I don't take full advantage of that thing. So I did not, it was overwhelming. Like for one, mint, parsley, basil, all my things grew in abundance and I was harvesting from them and it just seemed like it kept coming back in abundance. And I'm like, I can't use this fast enough. Ding, ding, ding. Girl, dry it,
Dehydrated.
dehydrate it. So this year, I will dehydrate a lot of herbs and not just those herbs I mentioned. I'm growing more herbs than that. And one thing I even told Tia and Lydia, I had a hard time for months finding Italian seasoning in the grocery store. And I was like, you know what? I'll make my own Italian seasoning.
I do.
And so, yes, ma'am, this is going to get used. I'm going to grow my own seasonings to make my own seasoning blends, like just an Italian seasoning blend and whatnot. Yes, ma'am. We'll be doing that. But I do like to grow anything kids. Yeah. Yeah. A little backup. Yeah, because I'm coming for David. Listen, when Planter said there was a uh, prize of substantial amount, oh, everybody pulled up. Wait a minute, you said what? Oh, I'm gonna have to see. I came to play, like I came to just have fun with this challenge. Oh, you showing me that I need to really step up. Oh yeah, I will be stepping up because David coming for throws. I don't doubt that. He has the space, he has the soil, he has the time. But
Unbelievable.
guess what? So do I. I'm gonna make it work. I'm
Gina, can
gonna.
you drop the link to the channel or to StreamYard in the
I
chat?
sure
I
can.
can't. It's not letting me back in.
I sure can.
Thank you.
Now everyone
Weird.
ain't they though urban, but listen, it's going down for real. Where were they all this time? Yes, because we've been talking about it. I hope y'all checking it out. And it's all in fun. Even with the prize involved, it's all in fun. And you're gonna be having something that's beneficial for you and your family in the end. That's the thing. I'm adding so many things to my garden this year. I got some butterfly pea. Yes, thank you, T-Nog. I will be growing that, not playing with y'all. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna be dehydrated. I'm gonna be making me some butterfly PT. Look, I'm gonna be watching T-Nog while she's drinking hers. While I'm
While
like,
you
yeah,
drinking yours.
I'm like, yeah, girl. I know, Tina. She ain't gonna know I'm drinking mine, but I'ma know. I'ma feel like we hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
We just hanging out. Y'all just there watching. We hanging out though. I'm telling you. You will love it. About two. Do, 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 do. I don't know what you're talking about. I missed it. I hope I ain't missed nobody come in. You see my T-Knock? I didn't. You got a T-Knock case? What's that? Mike?
What is that, Mike?
Was it in your video? I didn't see it. Okay, I need to know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm going back in. I'm like,
Yo,
what did
bye.
I
You leaving? Have a good one. I see.
buy?
I'm saying good night to you. Making me cry. But it's T-Knox? What does that mean? Is it just how hers is? Oh, is it like hers? Is that what you're saying? I can't remember. I think it's hers the one that looks like it holds the little baggies of the seeds mostly. Was that her? I was watching somebody's. I watched too many videos, y'all. I try to support everybody, so I be getting them.
Mixed up.
Man, listen.
One goes into the other. The photo case. I see names. I didn't write it down in email. Host plus.
Oh yes,
It's
I agree, Fifi. She's talking about on her planter. It was so many people pulling up,
I believe it. Mm-hmm.
so many. And he was trying to I think it's exciting him. He's finally seeing people get really excited about it. Um, but yeah, he just wants people to be out here growing. And we got so many. What I miss?
I was laughing at Fifi's comment.
Oh, the photo cases. Okay, is that what she has? I think and they should not be included. Mm. And he may decide that. He may decide that, Urban. Um, it's one of my seed case boxes dedicated to seeds. I did see that. I saw that. I'm tripping. That was a couple videos ago. I saw your T Knock box, and it all he has in it is seeds that T Knock has sent him. I saw that. My bad. See, you had to bring it back. That was a couple videos ago, but I did see that. He said GT Junior has one too. That's cool. That is cool. I saw a little while ago. They got the same cases at Hobby Lobby. Only, yes, I heard it. But they only had the one with multicolors instead of clear. I have one of each. Um, but yeah. I think all of us done spent that money, Urban. All of us. Look, Lydia done bought two baby goats. Was it goats? Or two baby, was it two baby goats? And then Fifi had bought some turkeys and meat chickens. We done spent that money. We done spent that prize money. Ain't never one of us done won it, but we done spent that money. Listen, Goodie's like not made plans for the money. Yes, honey. Everybody, it's not just her. And then
Just two baby goats.
listen, and she was serious. She said that I saw them for $275, and I could get two of them. And girl, they done spent that money. And David was like, "Y'all need to stop spending my prize money." Listen, I don't know, David. That money might be gone. Because listen, those cases they are wonderful. I love it, and I'm probably gonna end up filling two of them.
I saw some at Joann's, the exact same kind, but I don't remember how much they cost. But you can't find any at Hobby Lobby. Go to Joann's.
Yep, I got mine. I think I got mine at Michael's, but I have seen them at Joann's too.
I said Hobby Lobby. I'm at
same
Michael's.
price.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I want quail set up. I know, GT. We heard that doorbell.
That was my food, y'all.
I was about to say, knowing Tia, that was food. I was just about to say that.
No, they not supposed to ring the doorbell, though.
You know what? I hear so many people complain about that. And this one lady, I understood with her. She had a newborn baby. And she was, I think she was doing grocery delivery because her husband he traveled for his job sometimes, and she was home with the kids. And she's like, when you get a baby down to sleep, and I might not be in the room when they come, and she leaves instructions for them just to leave it. And she said they ring the doorbell anyway. And when she explained her reasoning behind it, I was like, really, she shouldn't have to. But when you ask someone, like if you're giving me the option to tell you to just leave it and not ring my doorbell, why would you're not being helpful?
I do the same thing. 9 times out of 10, Marcus is home during the week, but he's sleeping because he's got to get back on the road, or he's on the road, and I don't want him to know that I ordered out. But so in my instructions, I have DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, all of them say, do not ring the doorbell. I will see you on the camera. I will see you. Don't ring the doorbell. And I can't stand it when they do.
And I'm like, you shouldn't have to give reason, because just don't do it.
Don't do it.
That's and I think the person doing it feels like they're being helpful. But I think if they understood that if somebody gave them an example of, what if I have a new baby and I just got my baby down to sleep and now you woke my baby up?
Or what if not even a baby? Just what if you have to be considerate of others? What if my child is sick or my husband is sick and just got him to calm down and go to bed? And the doorbell, the dog start barking, everything goes off.
Exactly. I get it. Okay, Urban, I saw that too. I can't wait. That's gonna be the member only video live. I hate when they deliver and don't ring the bell. Like, what the? See, it depends on the person. Because you want to know that it's there, but it's just you, so you want to know. Like they don't. I didn't know I had something on my porch today or yesterday. I was on here talking to Tia for a minute, not on here, but on here, but and all of a sudden a car went down the street and I'm like, it's like something on my porch.
I knew they had pulled up because the lights came in the driveway. Normally they don't come in the driveway. They walk up and the window's right here. And I actually
Mm-hmm.
thought it was Marcus. And I was like, it's a little early for him. So I had looked to see, because I can see where he is traveling. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that ain't nobody but them. And then
Mm-hmm.
you gonna ring the doorbell. So you gonna come in the driveway and you gonna ring the doorbell?
Yes.
You're just cutting up.
Yes, and I agree, Bougie and my Renaissance grandma. And it does depend. Like for me, I usually say my app when I do a food delivery, it says hand it to me or leave it, and I always say hand it to me because
Mm-hmm.
I don't want food sitting on the porch and getting cold, and it's cold outside. Hand me
Mm-hmm.
my food.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just depends on the person because I know a lot of people just want their stuff to be left. They don't want to deal with the person. They don't want to have to deal with people. Leave my stuff and I'll get it. It'll be fine.
I see you. I just need you to get your car and drive away. I'm gonna get my food.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking.
Mm-hmm. Be all out
As soon as they hit
outside.
the yard area, yep.
Yes. Tell them don't block door every time they put food, etc. Right. Right.
Oh,
Instead of to the
mm-hmm.
side. It's funny because it was USPS who's delivered yesterday, I think. Yes, that's just a priority package. And they said I have a little table in the corner on my porch, and they set it on the table. Girl, Amazon and whoever and FedEx, they just throw it on the porch, and I'm like, it's a table right there. Sit it on the little table, but they don't. They don't. They don't care about me. This package that I just went and got was sitting on the porch. Like they sit it. They don't sit it in front of my door. They sit it to the side of the door, like right up under where the mailbox is on the house.
I had them once where they left it where the garage door is, but right in the center. And I'm like, you couldn't. But why would you do that?
Yeah, mine does too, Duval City Girl. That's how I told you it picks up cars going down the street.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be really annoying, and we used to try to draw in the parameter of what it picked up, but it still picks up the cars going down the street. So now me and my husband are so used to it, we just half the
Mm-hmm.
time we don't even look at the
We do too.
camera.
If it's in the morning, people going to work, kids going to school, or people coming
Mhm.
home constantly, it's those odd hours. Like I know
Yep,
it ain't nobody out there.
yep, yeah. It's the and then when it's dark out, then I look.
Mm-hmm.
I'm either being nosy to see what the neighbors is doing, or if there's somebody actually in my driveway or on my
I do
porch.
too. And I could
Mhm.
tell with Rig, like Marcus, I'm like, Marcus, you was being nosy, want to see what they was doing because it didn't just randomly show live. I'm like, what even nobody out there? What you doing?
Mhm. I catch my husband going tapping into it if I'm sitting on the porch talking, and
Oh,
I'll
he's
turn.
done that. Like I've
Yeah,
been
because
out
you
with
can
my
see.
friends. We've got the fire out and stuff, and we have a like conversation. And
Yep,
he go, "What y'all talking about?"
yep. And I'd be like, I see you on the ring. What you want? Could being nosy. And he'll just laugh. I'll be catching him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yes, so I actually didn't even get to what I was going to talk about today, which was
What?
the pantry challenge. But Mona didn't even pull up. Some people asked me about that. Mona was one of them. Like, what was the rules? And there really is no strong rules to it. Um, it's just trying to eat out of your pantry instead of, and if you're fortunate enough, like Tina, eat out of your garden.
Yeah.
I know some of you like Jay, he's in California, he's still getting warm weather. He's growing. If you're somewhere where you're still growing. GT isn't growing outside, even though he's in Alaska, but he's growing. Um, eat from your garden, eat from your pantry, spend less at the grocery
Mm-hmm.
store. Be more intentional about your meal plan for the week. May it be for lunches, breakfast, dinner, and spend less. Plan it out, spend
Mm-hmm.
less. And just set a goal for yourself. Whatever challenges.
And just to be sure, this is a personal challenge. Nobody's getting any goats at the end
I
of
can
this.
tell you these people. When I tell you, she ain't being funny. Tia straight asked me yesterday, like, so what's the prize? Girl, I said, the prize is that you save some money. Oh, so this ain't there's no prize involved.
I
Mhm.
just wanted to be sure.
You sound like the Grinch when what's the name played the Grinch and they tried to get him to come to the thing. He was like, "But is there a prize?" But yeah, that's just a personal challenge to you. To cut back, even if say you spend 100 a week, cut it back to 80 a week, cut it back to
Yeah.
70 a week. Challenge yourself a little bit. Plan it out before you I plan it out and then I know what I need to fill in for my groceries. Do that. Yes, yes, that's the planner.
I like to sneak
So
stuff in though.
yeah, which also means you need to cook. Not you personally. I'm just saying in general. I wasn't talking about you personally, but it does mean that, like, because eating out will listen.
You suck, you dry.
Listen, I told you I don't cook on Fridays. I went to Subway, got two subs and two bags of chips, 2 foot long subs and two bags of chips, and it was 20 something dollars. Subway's 12 inch at one time was $5.
I
You all remember the
know.
$5 footlongs commercial? Any, $5. Not today. Not today. They was like, no, it's gonna be
I
20
know.
something for two subs and two bags of chips. I'm
Hmm.
surprised Billy has money left over from his weekly allowance. Go, Billy. It's your birthday. We gonna party like I love hearing it. I love hearing it. If he's getting it in cash instead of being able to swipe, that's probably why. And
Hmm.
if it works, keep doing it.
Hmm.
Keep doing it because he's probably realizing he's buying. I don't need to get that. I don't need it. And walking away. But Miss Felicia said, yes, Tia, personally, you need to cook.
It
Tia,
only be me. I can't just be cooking for me.
listen, Tia will cook a grandiose, delicious meal, and she will make
Usually,
her a bag of popcorn.
usually they gonna get their Sunday meal. They gotta make sure they gonna get a
It
Sunday
will
meal.
bomb too, y'all. And then she be like, I'm about to make me some popcorn.
I don't even want that.
But it be like that when you the cook. I can be that way sometimes too.
It's usually like that, like on the holidays.
I'm not a big now. What's funny is I love the traditional foods of the holiday, but I
Yeah.
don't at the same time.
Hmm.
I can live without every
I'll
last
cook them. I love having everybody over, but I don't eat.
me neither. And please take all the leftovers because my
Yes,
husband and them are going to only eat maybe a day of leftovers.
take them. Take them.
Yeah, yeah, I can't do it. But yeah, um, and the other thing I was going to talk about was who has done their budget for February. Who is who has just written it down? Who has planned out their February budget?
You
Bougie, you
see
still
what
in
had
here?
happened was I was gonna do it during this, and then somebody asked for help. Dropped the link and wanted to come out.
She got excuses and she is lying.
Oh, I do. Oh, quick with it.
I thought you was gonna go with yesterday. I would have taken that one, but this one,
Yesterday, that was my plan.
nope. It's too late. It's too late. You tried it. Y'all see how she tried it? They sometimes block it so bad. Oh, you talking about the door? Really, Tia? Only you. You cook for the.
They got it.
They cook for you.
I got
I'm
my
talking
wings
about
for
good stuff.
$2 the
Her
other day.
husband she be making some oxtails and what when didn't you make oxtails and something for him? And I was like, ooh, that sounds good. She's like, girl, I need that.
I need that.
And she likes them. She just I don't want it.
I ain't want it. That's why I ain't need it, because I ain't want it.
Good job, Erica. So you've already planned it out. You are doing
Nice.
so much better than Tia. No, seriously, that's good. I have planned mine out, but I'm be on it. So that's just me. I have planned it out though, because I don't know how often do you put 25 in the envelope on this 625 total. You do it as you are able to, Miss Vanessa. You just so I wanted to make that one really convenient for someone who might be on a tighter budget and not really want to be able to just be putting in like ridiculous amounts into savings, but you still will end up having a nice savings. So, say for instance, you do your budget and you're like, well, this month I have $10 that I can put towards the 25. Do that. And then the next month, if you have 15 or you have 40, and then now you could finish the other 125 and you can do another 25. So now you've knocked off two 25 ones. Do that. However it works for you, that's how you do it. However you want to do it. Don't make it pressure on yourself, and don't feel like you have to, like, every month or every week or whatever put something in there. You do it as it's convenient for you. I understand, Miss Vanessa. I do. Definitely. She says she has a tight budget, and I get
Mhm.
it. So just do it as it's convenient for you when you're budgeting out, and say, you're like, oh, well, I got this, $10. I'm going to put this $10 in my envelope towards my first $25 or my second or whatever $25. And then once you hit that total of 25, I usually just take, like, I have dry erase markers and I'll take it and X that
Mhm.
25. And then I know I'm working on the next one. So yeah, don't pressure yourself at all. And that goes for anyone who's doing that challenge for the 625 savings. Don't pressure yourself. Do it as you can. Just, whenever you have that, put it in there. So yeah. Um, I got my e-transfer set up. So every week it goes to my savings account and I don't notice it. Awesome. However it works for you.
Mhm.
However it works for you. I literally move in this world as if I don't have a savings account. And it's weird to me now because I literally will be doing my budget and I get anxious about certain stuff in my budget. And then I'd be
Facts, y'all.
like,
Facts.
I do. I was passing out on Tia one day because I was like, something ain't right. Because I had this extra money. I still ain't touched it because I'm scared that I'm forgetting something. Because I
Mhm.
had the conversation last week of me forgetting to pay two bills because I marked them off before I actually had paid them, which I'm not doing
Mhm.
this month. Actually, I don't have to pay them this month because I paid last month and this month when I remembered I didn't pay them. So they're paid ahead a little bit, I guess you can say. But yes, it is. It is. I forgot my train of thought that quick. What I was talking about. I know I was talking about
You're
something with.
talking about um your savings account
Oh yeah,
and
how
how
I
it was
don't.
weird for
Yeah,
you.
it's weird. I don't even act like it's there. Although I'm not gonna lie, guys, I want to take the money out of one of them, all of the money, and have it in house because I'm just the world makes me nervous. But I haven't. But I want to. Am I the only one who just wants to have their money close to them?
I have heard just in January so many stories.
I think about it a lot and just leave my other one because I have two savings accounts and crazy enough they have
Mhm.
significant amounts in them. So you would, Miss Vanessa. I really, yeah. I'm definitely. It's definitely been on my mind. Definitely. Um, my only concern is that if I have it touchable, am I going to spend it?
We've started doing it, not completely emptying out the main savings, but I got paid this week, so I'm gonna take some out. And we've put in envelopes, we both count it, we both seal it, and then we put it in the safe.
Hmm. And
Um,
that's what I would do. I would definitely put it in my safe.
And the safe ain't hard to get to. It's in the key, which is under this, which is tucked behind this and over there. And don't nobody want to pull all that out.
Yeah.
So
What
we
is it?
haven't been doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I definitely, it's been on my mind. It definitely has. And it's not even really my main, both of my savings almost have the same amount in them. Um and that's because I used to save at a regular bank, so your regular national known banks type banks, and then I switched it to saving in my credit union account. So what's in my other bank account just has been sitting there for years, and then I started actually actively still putting money into my credit union savings. Um, Although it's just a whole thing. It's a mess because I'm like, what's too much?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, and I know
Yeah.
that's a thing. I know that's a thing because it's just sitting there earning somebody else money. It's doing
Mm-hmm.
nothing for me, but being there for me, but it's not really benefiting me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Did you see what Miss Vanessa said?
Yes, too many banks has closed with people's money in it. That's my concern. And I'm not a fear of the main bank I'm with, it of it closing. I'm more concerned with some bull crap happening with the systems and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's been on my brain. I plan on cutting down my accounts just because of scammers. That part too, hitting my account. So
Mm-hmm.
we're going back to cash. It's yeah. I agree with that too, Erica. I've had to replace my bank card twice in less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
Twice. So both the first time I caught it, the second time my bank caught it. So, and I think because I caught it, I'm on some kind of radar with the bank. They know my spending habits because I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty, you know, the
Consistent.
same,
Mm-hmm.
consistent. Yes, because I don't swipe stuff like that. I mostly use cash. So my stuff that comes out of my account is usually bill stuff, like Erica said. Um, so I know you would, Liddy. um, but I don't know. I they like I said, they caught it the second time, so but it still bothers me that I've had to do it twice in less than a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yes, touchable. Honey,
Mm-hmm.
I would have taken mine out, but Uncle Sam beat me to it. Ooh, see, something like that too. I don't need that nonsense in my life. Learn about bell ends. What is oh I have to I don't know what that is. I'm writing that down. Because I don't know what that is. I'll have to Google. I want to go live. Yes, tonight. Do it. Tell her, Tia.
Look in the comments.
I should have known.
I'm not gonna discourage anybody. Do it.
That's Tia's favorite words. Do it. No matter what it is. Yeah, I'm getting the safe to keep some cash at home. Yes. And
Mm-hmm.
they're not, well, I'm not gonna say that because I've had the safe that I have. It used to be my mom's, and we've had it forever. I bought it for her back when she was living, and she had two of them. I got her, but I have one of them. It's a fireproof one, and
Mm-hmm.
they were like, I don't even think they were $20 back when I got it,
Mm-hmm.
but who knows how much stuff costs now because it's ridiculous. Look, Mike, do it. That's right, Mike. Look, we gonna convince her. Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Boucher! Hey, sis.
Hey, I'm sorry I only got my avatar
Oh,
on.
that's cool.
Hey.
I just wanted to come up to just tell you what the bail-in is. When you put your money in the bank, it's not yours anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So now what happens if when, our economy is never recovered from 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So if they reset or whatever they planning on doing, and the banks do fail, they will bail in. Instead of getting a bail out, they will bail in, meaning whatever money you have in the bank is theirs.
Understood. Okay.
So that's
But
why when you hear people say, keep some money in the house or whatever the case
Mhm.
is,
Mhm.
that's the reason why. Because when they bail in, and they'll say, you think that we have what is the FD,
Yeah.
FDIC. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
And according to what I've seen, they don't have enough money
Mhm.
to cover all the money that's in the
I
bank.
believe that.
So,
Mhm.
like maybe you might have $300 in there and get $30.
Mm-hmm. I
So,
believe that, Bougie, because I remember it was some years ago, probably about 3 years ago, I paid my car off and I came into some money. So I was withdrawing a significant amount to pay my car off. It wasn't like tens of thousands, but it was some thousands. And they told me they didn't have the money to give me for my
yep,
Yeah.
withdrawal.
yep,
Yep.
yep. Mm-hmm.
And
I
I'm
was
like,
about to
Yeah.
say and it's not only banks, it's banks and credit unions, but some places they have limits on how much you can take out in cash.
Yep.
Because they
yes.
don't
You
And I,
know
have.
why? Because they have a limit of how much money they have in
Yep.
the bank, period.
that
Yep.
part, that
Yeah,
part.
so yeah.
And I
But
think it was also, and I felt this way because I was able to go to a different branch. The branch I was at wasn't the branch I usually go to. I went to the branch I went to because it was not far from the bank that I needed to go to pay my car off,
mm-hmm.
which was a credit union. And they were the ones who told me that they didn't have the money. Now, mind you, it's I didn't even consider this until I went to my other branch. It was tax time,
Yeah.
and it was the first of the month, like beginning of the month. And in my
Right,
city,
right,
some people
right.
get their checks around their Social Security and
Mhm.
public assistance.
Mhm.
So I was like, you know what, I ain't doing. I felt like she was um almost like, how you got this kind of money in your account,
Mhm.
Right,
type
right.
type vibe. And I was like, you know what, I'll just go. I was like, thank you, walked out, went to my branch I usually go to, and she doing my stuff, and she's like, so and I told her, I said, yeah, I just came from this other branch, and they said they didn't have enough money to for me to do this withdrawal. She said, what? She said, we actually are carrying extra money in the branches right now because it's tax time, and it's the first of the month, so we get an
Right, right.
extra amount to be
So
able
they
to
Mhm.
can
give
be
people
able
their
to
Cover
pay
that.
money.
it out. Right.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I was like, really? I said, I felt like she looked at me as if, how could you have this kind of
Mhm.
money to take out of your account? And I'm like, mind your business.
Mhm.
That part.
It ain't none of your business how I do. Run me my money so I can do what I need to do, what I'm trying to do, and
Right.
get on with my day. But it's really been on my spirit, so I know I need to do it. I need to take it out because it's been on my spirit for a while to take my money out of my savings account there.
Yeah. And y'all consider getting some gold coins and silver coins
Yep.
I
just in
do have
case
a couple gold ones.
it'll help with inflation, or
Mhm.
if the dollar does crash, you know,
Mhm.
Hmm.
um what is it, Venezuela, they're using gold to buy stuff. People will
Hmm.
say, well,
Mhm.
you can't eat gold. Well, you sure could use it to buy
Yeah.
something to
You
eat.
sure
That's
can.
for sure.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
that
because
could be a backup, because my
hmm
thing is, even though we take the money out, and if the dollar crashes, is like you might have the money in the house, but what is going to be worth to get. Because
yeah,
I've watched videos in Venezuela where older lady had like $60,000 in a bag. She was standing online waiting to go in the store, and like the money is worth nothing. That nobody don't even care. She have that kind of money, standing online to go in the supermarket. It is meant nothing.
Mhm.
hmm. Bushi, there's a question in the chat for you. Where do you get your gold and silver coins?
I get mine from a company. You don't mind if I say?
Uh-uh.
SD bullion.
What is it again?
SD bullion.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
you can get they have fractionals. So you don't have to get a whole ounce because you know a whole ounce I think now is like 1900. You could get fractionals. You could get like 1/10 for 200 or something dollars. So you could put it in your budget. Even like the silver coins also. An ounce is like 20 something dollars, but you can also get those in fractionals now too from that same company. So
Okay.
I would consider getting some gold and silver coins. I mean, was on another live and we was talking about our people, like how we hear stuff about stuff and
Mm-hmm.
don't get into it until it's too late.
Yep.
Yep.
We
Yep.
hear and we see and we do nothing, and then when
It's too
something
late.
happens, it's too late. And I
Yeah.
have
Mhm.
this saying. I say, like people, you may not believe in something, but for something to happen, don't need you to believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
going to happen whether you believe in it or not.
Mhm.
Very true. Very true.
So it's better to have it and don't need it than to need it and don't have it.
I am a true believer in that. My husband say to people all the time. He was just telling his cousin last weekend that he was like, my wife must have known we was gonna have a pandemic because she was already ready. And I'm like,
Mhm.
it wasn't because of that. It's just because I want to be ready. Just
Right.
period. No matter what it is. And I wasn't even as ready as you would think I was because just being on this platform and watching different preppers, I'm like, what is that?
Yep.
Oh, I need to look into that. Like things that I just would have never thought of to have as a prep
Right,
in
right,
case.
right.
So
Yeah,
now I do have a few more preps. I remember when it was you and Carbon and who's the other? Why can't I think of her name? When you guys would
Stardust
do the
stuff.
Starduster, y'all
Mm-hmm,
would do the prep lives,
mm-hmm,
and I learned about different preps to give to have, like in case there's a situation where you need to be able to filter your water and clean your water and
mm-hmm.
things like that. Things I just wouldn't have thought about.
Yeah, and it's not. I'm more like on your practical. I don't do the fair porn because
Yeah.
it's so much regular crazy stuff happening that you don't even have to do fair porn.
You
I
don't.
mean, look what happened, with the weather in itself, and and just
Yep.
the your lights getting turned off, and just being ready for
Mhm.
those
Mhm.
basic things like prepping don't have to be crazy.
Yeah.
Or it's not for you to fear. It's not, you're not
Exactly.
doing it out of fear.
No.
Mm.
Um, if
Right.
it's enough of us prepping, I'd rather you have something and don't have to run out in the house and be fighting with people to try to get stuff at the
Mhm.
last minute and
Mhm.
that craziness. Like we could all be in the house with our popcorn just watching the foolishness,
I
Yeah.
you
know
know,
that's right.
going on, you
Yeah.
know.
And
And the
that's
more people
me.
that's ready, the more of us will be more likely to group together to against those
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
not that might be running around and acting foolish.
Mhm.
Yes.
So that's the good thing with that.
That's very true.
And then
Very
like
true.
everybody's saying too, you are your first responder. If anything happens, it's you
Yeah.
that got to be there to take care of yourself,
Mhm.
not
Yep.
not somebody else.
That's right. And it's just about being as ready as you can be. And like I noticed,
Mhm.
even just think about in the garden community, because it's not um, just being in the garden community and you're following different gardeners and you see a gardener that's using blood meal, bone meal, so on and
Mhm.
so forth. 10,
Mhm.
10, 10, 9, 9, 9,
Mhm.
3, 3, 3,
Mhm.
whatever. Now you think because you're learning how you want to learn how to garden. Now you think I
Right,
gotta go
right.
buy all this
Yep.
stuff and you're
I'm
Yep.
spending
raising my
all
hand.
this
I was
money.
wondering.
Mhm.
Me
I was
too.
Same.
like, who
Same.
blood and who
Mhm.
bone is this?
Me too. I have blood meal out there. I got bone meal out
Yep.
there. I got all the things. But when that stuff is gone, I'm not buying it again because I learned now that I don't have to have that stuff.
Yep, I was the
And the,
same way. Like,
yeah,
you
and
need
even the
what
people who
now? And you need that too? Oh my goodness.
exactly.
I did the
But
same thing.
the problem there is that we think some of us are able to just go out there and get those things and it don't
Mm-hmm.
cause any issue financially for you. But
Right.
there's
Mm-hmm.
other people who are going out there to do those things as well because they just think, well, this is what I need to get this done, but
Right.
Yeah.
it's causing them
They
a
think that
financial
they need
hardship.
to get,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I went bananas like that too when I first started. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
when then I realized, okay, it's a million and one ways to garden, and I just got to
Mm-hmm.
find mine
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
because you would go nuts just watching what
Yes,
everybody is doing and trying to do the same thing.
very true. And if you haven't noticed, a lot of the people they were doing it because they saw somebody else do it and now
Mhm.
everybody's pulling back from it. Almost
Mhm.
every channel that I followed that had that advice at one point, they're like, man, I don't know why you don't
Yep.
need to do all that. We don't need
Mhm.
to do all that. If you want to do it, more power to you, but you don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And I
Just
truly
like
believe you
and then
don't.
you, I'm sorry, you need to choose the way
Go ahead.
you want to garden. Like look at everything, because like the what do they call it when you start inside? I
Mm-hmm.
did that. That was mad annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I don't like it. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it ever again. I like direct sowing. That was then
Mm-hmm.
they was talking about hardening off the plants. I had to go and look up what that was, and I see the lady
Mm-hmm.
take the plants outside. Bring. I said, I wish her what? I am not doing that. Ain't happening. No, y'all doing too much.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Uh-huh.
not doing all of that. No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting their tail outside. Whatever happen, go happen. Ain't no going
Mm-hmm.
back and forth.
You know what? The first year I did the hardening off where I was going back and forth. I didn't do that last year. Not one plant died.
Yep.
They didn't need
Exactly.
all
Like,
that.
okay, what are you doing all of that for then?
They
I knew
say
I
it
wasn't
shocks
doing that.
them going
Like, take them
from.
outside and put them in the sun
Mm-hmm,
and bring them back in. I said, oh no, no, sir.
I
I'm
didn't do it
not
last
doing
year,
it.
and my plants did just fine.
Yeah, I direct sold and
Mhm.
everything. Did fine. Only thing is, I got so scared of the bugs, seeing all everybody with the bugs and trying to fight off
Mm-hmm.
stuff that wasn't there and wind up killing all my plants.
Yeah.
What's up,
Hey,
big girl?
Stacy.
Hey,
Y'all need to
Stacey.
go see Urban's video. Not Urban, Bougie. Y'all need to go see her video. That's all I'm gonna say.
Girl, I know, right? Urban, that in
Just
and out, in and out.
listen.
No.
I didn't do all that last year. I wasn't dealing with all that.
But it's
That's right,
amazing.
Urban. She said, hardening off mean you stay outside. You
Exactly.
gotta show you built for this.
Yep. That's
Show me
yep.
what you got. Hilarious. I know that's right though. I
If I got up the next morning and you were still there, all right, we good.
Mm-hmm. We good.
Mhm. But wait a minute. I thought you okay, what state are you in, Bougie?
I'm in South Carolina.
I didn't think you know what?
We
I,
said New York.
yep,
I'm
the
from New
lady
York.
said that and I
I'm
told
from
Lydia,
New
no, she
York
ain't
and I
in New
live in
York.
South Carolina.
Mhm.
I said I don't think she live in New York. And when I really knew is when I saw your video today. I'm like, nah, she ain't got nothing, no signs of New York in that video. I was looking at the atmosphere and I'm like, this ain't New York
Nope,
because
that
New
is
York probably look
not
worse than Ohio.
New York background. Nope, not at all.
I ain't see no residents, and your clothing attire did not match the weather that should be in New York. I was like, she ain't all bundled up. Nah.
Oh, I didn't show you. Yeah, I was bundled up. I just didn't show it.
Oh, okay. Because
I
I
am
was
most
like,
definitely scared of the cold. I had on my hat and my hoodie. I just wasn't in the
okay,
camera.
listen. I do use the fish fertilizer urban. Now I do believe in the 511.
You know, I have used that, but it seemed like I don't know if I'm using too much of it because it seemed like
You
I
can.
burnt my plants.
Yes, it's probably too much. You can absolutely use too much of it.
So with
Yeah.
a cap full, and what I use, I don't a
I
gallon.
think
You know
it's I was gonna
the
say I think it's a cap per gallon. Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah, I just put a cap full in the gallon of you know, I'd use the milk jug,
Yeah.
and I put a cap full in there and shake it up.
Yeah,
Two
that shouldn't
table
be too
oh,
much.
just
One,
one
one.
tablespoon per 2 gallons? Really?
I use
Yeah,
one
that
per
is.
gallon
Wow.
myself. I think that's what the container said, Mike. I don't know, but I know I use it one per gallon because I have a 2 gallon watering thingy,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I put 2 tablespoons in there. And I don't even do it that often either. So he said he does his once a week.
Hmm.
I do mine maybe once every couple weeks,
Every couple of weeks.
maybe. I don't. Sometimes I just got to remember. Oh yeah, I guess they need to
Yeah.
be. They need fertilizing.
I
It
have to
it.
learn this poetry I have now is reading up on it. I have to learn to water a little more often.
Hmm.
They were saying
Hmm.
like 2 to 3 times a week. I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
That's me.
yeah, yeah. Your little one that you just um were talking about recently, it is going to definitely need water
Mhm. Mhm.
often. Hmm.
Yeah, they said two gallons 2 to 3 times a week. So I said, okay.
Hmm. Yeah, because them grow bags to me, they just don't hold
They don't
moisture.
hold the water the same.
That's why
Evaporate
I put
faster.
I learned from G Mama to put the vermiculite in it.
Hmm.
And then I
Yes.
added the what was that other stuff I put in there?
I couldn't tell. Was that peat
Um
moss or something?
yeah, peat moss.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought it
why I
looked
put
like peat moss.
those two things because you're
Hmm.
right. The I have plants in the house in the grow bag, and like I water every Thursday. When I tell you that, like our Jamaican family say, dry like chip,
Hmm.
the dirt.
Hmm.
And I don't understand why, because it's a whole week. Like, why is
I
this
know. Them
dry
bags,
like this?
I don't understand them. I was telling Broke in one of his lives, he was asking people what were they not going to use in their garden again or something like that. He had a question of, and I said I'm done with grow bags because I just could not keep. I couldn't grow in
Right,
them.
right, right,
It
Hmm.
wasn't so much of keeping them. I figured the reason I couldn't grow in them is because I wasn't keeping them moist. Because I did some potatoes in there,
Yeah.
right.
and then planters, my potatoes did fine, but in the grow bags they didn't. And I think I just was not keeping them watered enough.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I just don't. I would have to be. I would probably go back to them maybe later, but I'm not. I just feel like I need to be more seasoned in
Yeah.
gardening to
Right,
deal with
yeah.
the grow bags.
Yeah,
I don't feel seasoned enough.
I'm thinking about doing a I really don't do too much because I got unruly neighbors. You should see how
Hmm.
much I'm on the bottom. You should see how much cigarette buzz is on my balcony.
Hmm.
Oh, that would make me mad.
And
Yep.
then a lady, she's gone now, but one time she instead of her lazy butt taking her dog out the walk, she put him on the balcony and I hear something coming down. I'm like, it's raining? And I had to go up there
Hmm.
to her. I said, "Did you just let your dog pee on out on the?"
Hmm.
I'm so sorry.
What?
Yeah, I put her dog out instead of taking him for the walk. And as soon as the
Yep.
dog walked out, Pete started peeing. and the balcony is not closed up. You know, it has the slats.
Mhm.
So I'm
Mm-mm.
like, a good thing I was in the house. I came in
Girl,
the house because boy, if her dog would have
if
peed
that
on
Mhm.
me,
thing peed on me,
Yep.
I would have. She would have needed a new dog.
Yep.
Right, I wouldn't have blamed the dog for the dog doing what the dog do. I would have had a problem with her because she shouldn't have let that dog out there.
exactly. She
Yeah,
Mhm.
knew what she was doing by putting that dog out here out there. She
yeah,
was being lazy.
Mhm.
yeah.
She was being lazy and didn't want to go walk her dog. Go give him to the shelter. You don't want to do what you need to do for
Right.
your dog. You don't need
Right.
one.
Right.
You can't take your own dog to walk to go to the bathroom. There's something
Mhm.
Exactly,
wrong with that.
girl.
And then I'm just scared. I'm
And you in the
hoping.
process of moving, right? Or did you already move?
No, we want. I'm looking for a house to rent, but I mean, when I tell you so much scams and
It
stuff
is.
going on, that is,
Yeah.
they got a fee scam where they will collect fees and don't like will give you a false denial just to collect fees.
Wow. The one, the background check thingy,
Yeah, mm-hmm. Big old
Mhm.
fee scam. I've
That's why
been
we got to
looking
be on
at
top of our
houses.
stuff.
We went and looked at a house. That house been up for rent for the last 90 days. It has to be a fee scam. You mean if
yep.
y'all couldn't put nobody in that house, this house is still available?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then the complaints. Like when I looked up the background, the what do you call it? The companies that
Yep. Like
that
the Better Business
Better
stuff.
Business
yeah,
Bureau.
when you go and look
Mhm.
up the companies that's renting the houses out, they got so many complaints that it
Yep.
is ridiculous.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
it's not just one company. It's like two and three different companies you're looking up
Yep.
and you're going, how come all of y'all got bad, complaints like this?
Mhm.
Exactly.
They're not coming to fix anything. People talking about they ain't had no stove for the Thanksgiving. It was around Thanksgiving, no stove. Somebody had a busted pipe in the house, and
Mhm.
somebody moved in, and the prior people's stuff was still in the house. Like, okay, what
Mhm.
is going on?
See. Yeah.
So I don't want to, And then they want, what is it, like 50 over like $50 or more per person. It's four of us. We don't have no money to just be giving
Right.
people because you
Yeah.
just want to collect money and then tell people no. We
Yeah.
seen this on your report, and
Candy Kitchen,
with
one
so
after
many
another.
people
Mhm.
saying that they had good credit and good job, and they
Yep.
trying to figure out what they told them no for, and can't
Yep.
get no answers. And I'm like, boy,
Yeah. And nowadays everything is just so much more to get. May it be renting or buying. It's just so much more expensive. And the prime rate just went up again because I have to follow that for my job. It just went up yesterday.
mm,
So that means that mortgage rates are going up again, car rate interest rates are going up again.
Yeah.
Everything, they're all going up. And it's ridiculous. People ain't catching a break out here.
Mhm.
and I don't think we're gonna catch anytime soon. So we need
Hmm.
to buckle up for the ride.
Yeah. My daughter was asking me that yesterday, like, do you think it's important that I buy that to buy a house? And I said, not if you ain't ready.
Right.
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 Everything is not for everybody, though.
And that's what I
Mhm.
told her
Mhm.
because she enjoys living in an apartment. And I said, if that's what you're comfortable with, stay.
Exactly.
But I think she thinks she's 26, about to be 27, and I think she thinks that this is what you're supposed to
That's the
do.
next step. Mhm.
Right.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
no, you're
because
doing that
yeah,
when
we
you're
have
ready.
these things that we think we should do because
Mm-hmm.
society or
Mhm.
tradition tells us that if you're not doing these things, you're not being successful, or
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
if you're not doing this, you're not successful. But you
Mhm.
gotta make, figure out what success is for you.
Yep.
not what it,
And
you
that's what
know.
I told her. I said, don't worry about what nobody thinks you should be doing. You paying
Right,
for it.
Right.
exactly,
So if
Right.
you're comfortable with where you're at, stay where you're at. Don't make nobody feel like
exactly.
Mhm.
you need to do something else. You living for you.
Yeah, a house is
So
a big responsibility.
They
yes,
sure
that's what
are.
she was saying. She was like, well, I
Hmm.
don't know if I want that because I know it's more responsibility and I
Yeah.
don't want to be responsible. I said, then don't.
Hmm.
Don't. There's no reason to feel like you need to. If
Exactly,
you never want to own a house, you don't have to.
Hmm.
exactly. You know,
Because
I
there's
was
some
so
people who
happy
do.
when I first came across Miss Shirley, and she
Hmm.
said, I've been renting my house for the last 20 years. I said, look at that.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's a lot of people who do that because they don't want to have to pay for the maintenance. When
Hmm.
Right,
things break, they
right,
want somebody who gonna come and take care of that stuff. They
Hmm.
don't want to be
exactly.
responsible, and you don't have to be if you don't
Hmm.
want to be.
There ain't
Right,
nothing
and
wrong
there's
with that.
nothing wrong with that. Well,
Nope.
nothing wrong with it.
And that's what I told her. I said, "Girl, don't just do you. If you comfortable
Hmm.
with that, stay there.
Exactly.
Just stay there. There's nothing. There's no reason to put yourself in something based on what somebody else might think.
Right,
Right.
and then you are miserable.
Yeah,
Right.
you
Right.
ain't even
They're
got
not
what you
going to
wanted.
pay any of your bills. They can't. They don't get to say so in
Exactly.
how you spend your money.
Mm-hmm.
And what you choose to do in life, period. I mean,
Hmm.
when you pick something somebody else think you know that they should do for you, you the one wind up being miserable and don't like what you're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So right, soul sister. She said if they ain't scamming, they nickel and diming you to death.
Nickel
Sure
and
enough.
diamond.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure enough.
Nickel and diamond.
Hard work isn't for everyone, nor maintenance. That's true.
Hmm.
Very true. Very true. Cause and that's the thing. The maintenance part of it. A lot of people who buy houses, they never even think about that part of it. Like, what if your water heater goes out? What if
Exactly. You're
your
responsible
furnace
for
goes
all
out?
You're
of that.
responsible for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now what?
You don't have anything
Hmm.
put away to take care of that stuff
Yeah,
because in the
right.
past you could just make a phone call and be like,
Yep.
somebody need to get over here because my water heater done bust.
Hmm.
Exactly. And then
Hmm.
too, then now you have scammers with that. You're trying to find good people that could come in and do good work for
It's
you.
always something.
You
So
know that
that
used to be a
right.
thing, bougie. You used to be able to call somebody like,
Yes.
somebody who do da da da
Yes.
da. They be like, girl, yeah, let
A
me give you such and such.
handyman, yes, and do good
Hmm.
work.
Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. I'm like, I have never not had a backyard mechanic or
Yeah.
handyman.
Yep.
And now I still have, and I don't really look at him as a backyard mechanic, but I do still have a mechanic friend. He's somebody, one of my best friend's husband, but the thing is, he stays so busy
Busy. Yep.
that it'd be hard to get me in sometimes. So I just have to pull up and be like, look at my car real quick.
We call them shade tree mechanics.
Them the best ones. Them the best
They gonna get
ones.
it right. They gonna
They
get it
gonna
right.
get it right. You ain't gonna have no problems. You could take it to your
Hmm.
dealer and have problems, but you go to them, they be getting you right.
They gonna get it right.
Miss Shirley said, I told my landlady I like to garden. Best house in the neighborhood. I had two houses. Love renting.
Hmm.
Yep.
Hmm.
Nothing wrong
Yep.
with it.
Hey, lashes.
Yep. Furnace goes out, pellet burst. You have to, yep, handle that yourself. True.
Handle it yourself.
True. And some people aren't ready for that. Or like, um, I think it was Martika who said like just yard work. Some people don't want to have to cut
Hmm.
grass or have a lawnmower
Hmm.
to cut their own grass
Hmm.
and keep their lawn maintenance and stuff like that.
The people
So
with the house. Sometime I watch. It's a young black guy that goes around and cut yards. You wouldn't believe how tall people grass is.
I
Hmm.
know
They're
Yep.
not
I've
cutting their
seen
lawn.
that. I've seen that where he will go look and find in neighborhoods where
Hmm.
yes. And you wouldn't believe, but some people and the thing is if the city come do it, they gonna charge you.
They sure are.
Well, they're
And it
gonna give
ain't
you a ticket
You gonna get a ticket.
for your
Hmm. You
grass
still
being
gotta
up
have to be
so
cut.
high like that.
Hmm.
yes. And the thing is, what pisses me off with that is that my first house I owned, the lot next to it was vacant, so that meant the city was responsible for keeping
Right,
the
right.
the, the grass up. They wouldn't even do their job. How you
Yep.
gonna be charging people when they don't do what they supposed to do?
No, they
And I
don't.
gotta complain because y'all ain't cutting this forest
Mhm.
over here next to my house. Then when you cut it, I end up getting a mouse in my house because there's
Yep.
mice in the freaking grass.
Yep.
Right.
It was a whole
Yep.
thing. I couldn't
Mhm.
wait to get from over there. And I was like, if I would have known better though, back then, I would have bought the lot because that would have been
Mhm.
worth having. I would have bought my house and the lot.
Yeah. Yep.
But I wasn't in that. I was younger. I wasn't in that head frame of thinking
Mhm.
Right,
along those
right,
lines.
right.
But
Mhm.
now I be scoping out. I be scoping out land like I need a piece of land, just some vacant land. I'm gonna throw a fence around it and garden that whole piece.
That's a good idea.
Grow
It
me some
is.
trees and
Could you do one of
everything.
those city garden things where you rent
Yes,
out lots? Mm-hmm.
yes. I be looking, bougie. I ain't playing. I was driving home today, and I went. I was cutting through some streets by me because the people was backed up trying to get down this one street, and I was like, I don't feel like waiting. And I saw where it looked like it might have been like a community garden, the way they had it fenced off, but there was no
Mm-hmm.
signs or anything.
Mhm.
So I was like, when the weather get better, I'm gonna ride back through here and see what's going on because they had like some cinder blocks and spots, like a square, a couple squares, and they
Mhm.
had like it just looked like a community garden situation,
Mhm.
and it was just a vacant land other than the fact that it had that on it. And I'm like, I wonder if the people who live next to it just bought it and did that,
Right.
or if that's actually a community garden. Because I wouldn't mind just putting some extra plants in a community garden,
Mhm.
especially being that close. It's walkable. It's only like 3 streets from my house. So I would do it. But if I find me a piece of land, I sure enough will. I'll get it and put a fence around it. I won't build on it. I'll just use it to produce my groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
Makita
Mhm.
said we weren't taught to own. We were taught. We weren't taught to own in my fam. You move
Mm-hmm.
out and pay someone else's mortgage. He
Yep.
has no
Yeah.
bills, no kids, no debt. Like, boy, do you know what I would do in your shoes?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. The thing is, though, Marquita, I think that a lot of times we're not taught to own because our parents didn't own either. So
Mhm.
they can't teach you what they haven't done. My
Mhm.
parents didn't own. Neither of my parents ever owned property.
Mhm.
Um, I decided when I was paying rent that I was tired of paying rent for the first house I bought. I was like, I'm just tired of paying rent, and you know how it keeps going up. Like every year, it's an increase.
Mm-hmm. It's yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was just over it. But then I realized when I bought the first house, I really still wasn't prepared to really own my house because I wasn't prepared for the maintenance stuff,
Right.
the water heater going out, which I did pay for. But my aunt's best friend husband was a plumber, so he came
Mhm.
and did that stuff, or he had knew a partner that did it, or stuff like
Mhm.
that. So I was able to do things that way. But when me and my husband got this house, we were in a position to be able to handle those things. But
Mhm.
we rented this house for 9 years before we bought it. So we had already lived in it. We already knew what the house, what we were getting. Everybody don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Where they're living in it first and then they end up buying it. They already know what they're getting. Most people are just moving into something that they hope
No
that the
idea
people
what's going
ain't
on.
lied to them about what they're getting.
Right, right.
So, and like I said, it still ain't for everybody.
Mhm.
It really ain't. So,
No, I think I think whatever people choose, everybody's having their own experience, and whatever people choose to do for their life should be encouraged. I mean, just
yes,
because you won't do it doesn't mean that the next person
Right.
shouldn't do it.
yeah,
Right.
that's true. Yeah,
Somebody what you might don't think is a good idea to do, and
Mhm.
next person it might not be nothing to them.
that's true.
Mhm.
It doesn't bother them. Like how they say they wouldn't want to pay somebody else's mortgage. Somebody might don't see it that way. I don't see. I know I don't see it that way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a way for them to you of course you're gonna rent out something and make a profit off of it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I agree. And Lashes was saying like the rent and mortgage difference, it is that much of a difference a lot of times. The rent can be it's twice like there's two bedrooms on the opposite end of my street. I'm in a township, but my street, most of it is the township, and then once you go further down it, it turns into the city. And the city side, those houses don't even they rent cheaper than the township side. Let's just start there. A two-bedroom, and I'm in Ohio, so our cost of living is not like most states. It's not like on the high end to me compared to what I hear other states paying.
Right. Right.
Typically, a two-bedroom probably would be 600 a month rent. Right
Mm-hmm.
now,
Right.
it's like twice that, and I'm
Yeah.
not even being
Mhm.
exaggerative. It's literally twice that. And I'm like, for a two, I rented this house before I bought it. I was renting it for 775. It's a three-bedroom, two-bath house with a basement, all the finished basement and everything. It would I could rent it right now for probably 1,500 or more easily,
Easily.
easily. And I'm like, and that's just in a matter of a year or so. It's not even
Mm-hmm.
been that long. That's in a matter of like a year and a half. It's influx that much as to what people are paying. And then they
Mm-hmm.
wondering why people are having a hard time. Like people who are renting are having a hard time because landlords are trying to increase on
Right.
them based on the values now of the property.
Yep.
But
And they have
guess
to.
guess what ain't happening?
Nobody's income is increasing.
Mm-hmm.
There
So
you go.
how do they
There you
expect
go.
people to pay that?
That
There
part.
you go.
The two don't go together. I'm
Mm-hmm.
That
mind
part.
boggled by that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Y'all have these rent increases, but who y'all think gonna be paying that?
And not
And it's
only rent
so
increases,
it's
everything.
so wrong because that's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. Income ain't going up, but
Right.
everything else is, and I'm supposed to be
But
able to make
wouldn't
it.
you? What boggles my mind is, wouldn't you rather have somebody in the house and have a reasonable rent than to have an empty place?
You would think.
Good landlords do.
Right.
Good landlords do, but the
Yeah.
slumlords, they just want money.
Right.
That's what the slumlords want. But good landlords, they will not do stuff like that because they rather have a good tenant
Right.
because a
That's
good
what I mean. Would you rather have a good tenant? I ain't
yes,
talking about people that's fooling around. Like I consider
yes,
myself a good tenant. Wouldn't you
yes,
rather have a good tenant in the house
yep,
than than you raising the rent at this crazy amount that people cannot afford to pay and then have an empty place?
yes. And I agree. If you're a good landlord, you thinking along those lines because if you sometimes greed will leave you with nothing.
Right.
But when you got a good tenant who they gonna pay you that rent every month, they not gonna tear your property up
Right.
or any of
Right.
those things.
Right.
You should not choose that over the money when you can end up with some foolishness. The person ain't never on time with
Exactly.
their rent if they
Exactly.
pay it. And then when they finally get evicted, they tore your house up. They keep everything. You got to go in
Exactly.
and replace
That's
so much
exactly
stuff.
what I'm talking about.
Yes, I agree.
Like it's
I
like some
agree.
of these like here I'm in an apartment complex and it seemed like I guess because there's so many people, they're not looking at who are the good tenants and making sure they cater to those people. I've been here almost 8 years. I'm ready to go now because they acting foolish, but I'll be getting on them because I lived down a level from the parking lot, so I make sure they clean up down here and stuff because they don't come down here. I had to tell one of the managers up there. I said, just like how y'all got out here nice, you walk out here all this pretty. When I walk out my door, I wanted to look just as pretty as y'all got it looking up out here in front of y'all
Exactly.
office.
Exactly. Yes, I agree. Get more right now, but they are trying. Now, good eats. The only landlords that I understand trying to get more are the ones who are buying investment property now, because they're buying it for more. But that's dumb. They should have got that investment property last year when the market was hot. No, before the market was hot, so 2 years ago, because they knew this was coming. And I
Right.
literally bought my house right before the market got hot. When I tell you the I was rushing to get that ink dried because I thought that
Mhm.
I was gonna have a problem because the market had already, there was a house that's three houses down from me, and it's a two-bedroom, and it had a full basement, but it wasn't finished. It had one bath, and it was selling for 100K. I had made an offer on my house for 80K. It's a three-bedroom, two baths, and a finished basement.
Mhm.
And mind you, I made my offer before the market went up. Well, it
Right.
was taking me a while to get to closing because the person who owned the property didn't live in my state. I was renting through a property management company. So the guy was dealing with chemo and stuff. So it was delaying some things. So it took us probably 4 or 5 months to get to the closing process. By the time we got there is when this house down the street gets put on the market, and I see it's at 100K. And I'm
Mhm.
like, ooh, I'm like, but I'm in contract, so they can't do nothing. And I
Mm-hmm.
Right.
know they sick because they could
Right.
literally get 100 and something for my house. And I'm on contract for 80K.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, just get me to the table, Lord. Just
Yeah.
get me to the table. And now my house is worth twice as much as I bought it for. And that was like
Wonderful.
within a couple months of me buying it. The
Mm-hmm.
market flipped that much in
Mhm.
values that my house, and it's still been standing at that same amount, being twice as much as I bought it for. And I'm like, some people out here greedy because there was a lot of people selling houses back when the market was hot, where it was high.
Mhm.
And it was like you didn't think it through. Because yeah, you sold your house for twice as much as you bought it for. But what you gonna buy, sis? Or brother?
Yeah, I heard that. Like,
You
yeah,
gotta
when you sell
pay
your house, you can't even buy something with
because
what
you
you
gotta
did.
pay more
Yep.
for less
And
house.
that is
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yep,
Yeah, everybody's saying how the corporations are buying up. You know,
they
here,
are.
they're doing a big, massive building of new houses, and
Mhm.
right down I'm from New York, I say block, right down the block from me, they built up some attached, like I guess you would, no, they're not townhouses, I don't know, but they're attached,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
all of them for rent.
Mhm.
The ones that I went to look at, all brand new, all of them for rent.
Mhm. Yep. And the corps are buying up a lot of stuff. The investors are buying up a lot of stuff. At least they were. But I'm wondering how that's working out for them.
Right.
I don't. I want to see how it's gonna work out too,
Because
because
yeah,
like
you were
you said,
getting.
you're gonna, and then too, wouldn't you rather a long-term renter than somebody just come in for a year and then the place is empty and then you got to
Yep.
do this whole
Yeah.
process of finding somebody again? And
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
to me, I think that would be a headache. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Every single
It
time.
is. It is. It's a headache, and that it's just, I don't know. Like I said, there's the cost of doing living in these places is higher, but the income is not moving that
And
much.
no.
And that's
Mm-mm.
why it's so important to save and stock up, and
It is.
because you're just helping yourself.
You are. Yep.
I
Get
got my
yourself
kids
ready.
with me. I
Mm-hmm.
told them, I said, we got to do like the Spanish people. We got to stick together. So I said, if
Yep.
Yes.
this economy fold, at least we
Yep.
all under one house, and we could put
Yep.
our quarters together to keep a roof over our
I
head.
know that's
Yep.
We
right.
don't have to worry about you getting evicted over there or trying to keep you in your house and we trying to stay in ours. We all
Mm-hmm.
under the same roof and we could put our money
Mm-hmm.
together and keep a roof over our head.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What's that, Gina? What you be saying when you when you stay ready, you don't got to get ready.
Yep,
What you
stay ready
say?
so you ain't got to get
Hmm.
ready.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I try to do. And like I said, I can't be ready in every way because I don't know all the ways to be ready, but I'm going to be ready in the ways
Right.
that I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be ready in
Mm-hmm.
those ways. And I think that I'm ready in a way of because been in some like with my black family, we were having conversations about bartering and stuff. I think I'm
Yeah,
ready enough in a position where I can barter some things.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a whole lot to
We all have
barter,
something
but
to bring to the table.
And you know what I learned with the bartering, it's
hmm
according to what it is and what's going on.
that's
Yeah.
right.
So don't get a lot of stuff to barter because you might get stuck with some stuff
Yep.
that people don't
hmm
want. So
Yep.
that it would suggest that you just get what you need.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Don't
what I've
worry
been
about
doing.
bartering because if
Mm-hmm.
you get what you need, most likely you'll have something that somebody would want, and
Yeah.
you can barter with it because everybody has different needs. So we all gonna might have something somebody don't have or something
hmm
like that. But don't just get just barter items because you don't know what's gonna happen and what people is gonna need. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Yes.
we do these scenarios, but we don't know what's gonna happen. So it's better you just have the
Yes.
stuff that you need and you want for your family
Yep.
than to
And
try
that's
to
Mm-hmm.
what I
think what
do.
somebody else might want and need.
That's what I do. I get definitely what I need, the things that I know we will need to, you know, just
And
to
that's
get by.
it. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they talking about I don't know how to pronounce her name, but yes, that's another scam
Nah.
too. When you
Mhm.
leave and they don't want to give you your deposit. That was a
Yep.
lot of complaints in the Better Business Bureau that I seen
Mhm.
a lot of people were saying that they
Yep.
left the place spotless clean and they were claiming that the place wasn't clean and didn't
Mhm.
or
Mm-hmm.
people had to keep calling and finding out why they didn't give them their deposit back yet.
Mhm.
Because they
So that,
spent that
yeah,
deposit.
when
Yep.
they not supposed to. Aren't they supposed to put
Yep.
that stuff in escrow?
Yep. Yep. I
Yep.
always when I rented, I always took pictures when I moved in and took pictures when I moved out.
Yep.
I always did that. And they were always time stamped so that
Mm-hmm.
you would know this was when I
Right,
moved
right.
in. But you
And
know
when
what?
they
I
would come in,
never
I
ran
had them
into a
once. They
problem.
came in and replaced my toilet, but they cracked up like the tiles. Oh, I took a
hmm
picture of that and
hmm
faxed it to them, dates and everything. I did not do this.
Yep. I've been lucky. I haven't had any problems. My first house I rented, the guy was actually like, "My house looked better since you, with you living here."
Right,
After
right.
I moved
Yeah.
out, because I took down, he had ugly wallpaper, and I asked him when we did the walkthrough for me to rent it. I was like, would you mind if I took down wallpaper
Right,
and
right.
painted and things like that? He's like, yeah, no, I don't care. And so when we walked through, when I moved out, we did a walkthrough to see what it looked like, how I cleaned it up and everything. And he was like, "This place looked better than it did when I rented it to you." And he gave me my money back. And when I bought this house, which is funny because I bought this house, they gave me my deposit from when I was renting it.
Okay.
So I've been lucky so far with both of the places that I've rented from, but I know what you're talking about because I know people who've gone through it, and I'm like, take pictures next time. They always keep some proof.
That's what I'm planning on doing. If we leave,
Mhm.
I'll make sure I take pictures and
'Cause they
and
try
make
it,
sure that they do the walkthrough too, because
yes, and do it with
they'll try
you.
to be slick and don't do the walkthrough with
Yes,
you, and then try to say that you left
yep,
this or this was messed up like that.
Yeah.
yep. Make them do it with you. That's right. I had a tenant like that. He had a rental property looking like a
Oh,
mobile home,
that's right.
model home. I know because it wasn't that I was doing it to try to improve that man's property. I
But
just
it's just
wanted
how
my
you
place to
live.
look
That's
That's
how
nice.
right.
you
Mhm.
care about where you live.
Mhm.
That's how I
So
am. I
it
have
was for
a
me.
outside broom. When I go
Mm-hmm.
out that door, I sweep because
Hmm.
it's just two apartments, mine and the one across. And if
Mhm.
if it's the leaves and stuff, I sweep. You know, at the door. Like you
Mm-hmm.
care about where you live. So you're gonna treat it like it's yours.
Yep. Exactly. And that's what I did. It was just basically for that reason, because I cared. But yeah. Let's see. Yep.
Yeah, Urban, I gotta wait. My
Yeah.
girlfriend from New York came and visit one time. I'm like Nikki, I'm a OCD ish. And she took the house broom and she was sweeping out. I almost fainted on the floor.
Yep.
I said, "Oh no, that's the broom for in the house, not
Hmm.
outside."
Oh, she was trying to help.
Yeah, she was.
I think we all have a little bit. I think every person has a little bit of OCD. It's just in different things.
Just a little
Mm-hmm.
different.
Because I definitely would have never thought I did, but I do find myself being a little, yeah, particular is how I put it
Hmm.
about some things. This is my house. I respect it. That's mine. Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am. I almost kicked my cuz. Use my kitchen broom in the bathroom. You got one for each room, Urban?
Okay.
Okay, girl. But I get it. But you're the only one in your house too. Now, if you had men, well, you probably have because I know you've been married. But men in your house, men be trying to blame all the grossness of the bathroom on women, and it's like, dude, y'all don't. They how we gonna get anything on the outside of the bowl? Y'all know this is you.
They
Y'all
are
got the
reasoning it
hanger.
away.
Y'all have the hanging instrument. It's you. My instrument goes completely on top of the bowl. I'd be like, ugh, y'all, you ain't shaking or something because you there's too much happening.
Okay.
Ugh, man,
Yeah. I'm hoping to find my forever home too.
Yeah.
I don't know how
yeah,
people, I've been here 8 years, and when I tell you I'm the last one left, it seemed like everybody come a year. Like, how do you do all of that moving like that?
Hmm.
It's a
child,
lot in moving. People just
okay,
packing a whole apartment, just packing up, and
Yeah.
you moving again? You just
Yeah.
got here.
I don't
I
understand.
get anxiety just to move my prep stuff. So like
Yeah.
my couponing stuff and my canning stuff alone, that gives me anxiety if I
Yeah.
had to move,
So
let
say we are
alone
never
furniture and
moving
stuff.
again.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, I don't know how they do. It was a couple Mo had, them big gigantic fish tanks. When I tell you
Yes.
they must be was only down here for a couple of months, I'm like, how are y'all
Mm-mm.
moving with that back and
Uh-uh.
forth? You done came from one apartment down to this apartment, and you only stayed here for a couple of months, and now you moving again
I can't do
Mm-hmm.
it.
with this big. I mean, one of those big giant fish tanks.
I
The
can't do
amount of
it.
water it takes just to fill that up.
Mm-mm. I cannot. I can't imagine it. And the funny part is most times that I've moved, all I've done is pack the stuff up and unpacked it. There's people who are moving out. Used to be when I was younger, I could call my brother. I have a brother that's 7 years older than me, so I was like, "Can you and your friends come and move my stuff? I'm gonna get the truck.
Right,
Y'all can load the truck
right.
up and unload the truck." So they would do that, and I just buy them some beers and stuff, and they be good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But my move into this house was the only move that I actually packed and moved some things. My husband and his best friend moved all the big stuff, but I would move like the totes with the clothes and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that
Mm-hmm.
by car. But
And I told my daughter, we packing up this stuff and I ain't lifting up nothing. We gonna pay somebody to come and get this stuff.
You're
yes,
right, so
if I
It's
move
it's
again,
our
I'm gonna move
personal.
it.
We'll take our personal. The computers and stuff like that. I'd rather move that stuff, but all this other stuff, mm-mm.
I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh, that was a big one too. I couldn't cover.
Y'all know Gina can't hang.
Listen, I'm about to wrap it up because you see, I tried to cover it up too.
You
I would
should have
like for
seen
this
me
one.
trying to stay up until you. I'm on my old people schedule. I'm like, oh my, it's not 6 o'clock yet. I'm sitting at my little desk nodding off, trying to wait till you
Oh,
Oh,
come out.
when did you stop being a night owl?
This perimenopause got me all over the
Oh,
place,
I
so
get it.
it messes with your sleep pattern. So now, I
Okay.
changed from being a vampire to
I
a
was about
now
to
I'm an
say, I
old
thought you was
person,
a
and
vampire.
I'm a true vampire, but I'm on my old people sleeping schedule.
I get you. I've been always, I don't know why I've always been a person, even in my 20s, I was always like, I'm in the bed no later than 10. 10 is late to me.
10 is late on a
It's late to
weekday.
me. I've always been that way. I'm that my friends used to say, "You act like a old lady." I don't care. I gotta get my sleep, and I
Mhm.
gotta get my 7 hours, or else I'm not gonna be very nice to people. I have to have 7 hours minimum,
Mm.
or I'm not very kind. And I'm a morning person, so they can tell if I ain't had seven because I'm not a morning person when I don't.
Have
Nah,
y'all ever seen
I'm
Gina
not a
not
morning
nice?
person. I'm not mean in the morning. If I have to get up, I'll get up. But I like the nighttime. I get up
Mhm.
4 or 5 o'clock, and then it's like it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to me. All right, what we going to?
Yes, that's my oldest daughter. She is not a morning person. She works third shift because she don't like getting up in the
That's
mornings.
all I worked was
Mhm.
third
I'd be
shift.
like, girl, I don't know
Mhm.
how you do it. She was like, I don't know how you do it. I mean, how do you get up in the morning that early? Ugh. I'm like,
Exactly. I used to work on in New York. I worked early in the morning, and there was this guy. He was so tall. I was like, "Listen, dude, it's too early in the morning to be talking this much. Shut
I
up."
know that's
that's
right.
her. That's her. She was like, I like night because she works in the medical lab, and she's like, it's just usually me, maybe me and one other person. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody talking to me a lot. I don't
Mhm.
gotta deal with no
Mm-hmm.
people. I put my earbuds in
Mhm.
and I do my work.
I
You
Mhm.
was
know,
security. I read so many books. I was fine in my little booth at the
Mhm.
hotel.
mm,
Mhm.
I can't. I'm a early bird.
Got me going
Yeah,
to bed at
that
Yeah.
9
menopause.
So
Yes,
no,
menopause will
they
have
got
you
her
jacked
too.
up.
And Miss Felicia, she's a vampire. She's a
Yes, she
Oh,
vampire.
is.
I didn't know
She
Afar was a
one.
vampire too.
Oh yes, honey. She's a vampire.
Okay.
Her, Mona,
Mona.
um, who
Stop telling my
else?
business, Stacy.
What do you say? Oh, she's not a morning person.
I'm
Or
on it all
early.
early. You,
Ah,
yep. What I say? I just did not say 4 or 5 o'clock.
listen, I get
Yes,
it
Martika.
though.
I have it on today.
What? What I miss? TT,
She
you
has
have on.
I have
Oh
my hoodie.
yes, yes. I forgot we did that on Humble Stories. Third shift was best. I cannot. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm, I couldn't.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't make it. Get me up
Let
early
me
every
set my
day.
loading. I believe it.
My alarm goes up at 5 a.m.
Mine goes off at 4:30.
and
The
I don't.
first one does.
Now, see on like after I get off here, I'm going in my bed, and then I will be up at 4 o'clock.
That's kind of me. Don't look. It's been a many a times that I've gotten off of here. I've literally pushed the end button. Within minutes of me doing that, I get a phone call from Lydia and Tia, and I'm already in pajamas. They be like, "How, girl? Bye." I was just there. Look, I was just getting through. I be sleep. Look, you see me do that big yawn. I be
So I was
look.
like,
I
y'all know Gina
That's
can't
when I'm
hang.
on my old people schedule around 5, 4, 5, 6. That big yawn like that. I start yawning like that. I'm like,
yeah.
oh my. And then, but when I'm on my vampire schedule, there ain't no yawning and none of
Mm-hmm.
that going on.
Mm-mm. Look, I
I'm
get
in my
you.
PJs
That's why I
I
don't have
get
my.
you.
I'm doing when Lydia's still here. I'm doing one of Lydia moves. I'm in my bed.
Listen, Bougie, was you over there with Planner yesterday when she was cutting
No,
up?
this is when I tell you I be trying to catch one of his lives. I don't know when I'm sleeping and when I'm up, and I'm
I
always
fell
missing
asleep
his
on it.
live.
I was listening at the beginning, and I saw when Fifi got up there. I was listening in. Then all of a sudden, I woke up in the morning, and I don't.
And the
But
live
I
was
went back
over.
and watched the replay because I was I was going through my timeline, and I saw a. You know how they'll show you the person's live, and it showed me 4 people, and one of them people was Lydia, and I was like, "When did that shit journey get on planters?" I had to go back and see what happened. They was cutting. It was so funny. I was in tears. Her and David Corey cutting up.
Hmm.
now.
I was like, why Planner let them come up on his live? He had no control.
I know the people that I be sitting there too. I said the people when they do their lives and they get them strong people got to know how to hit that leave button.
That's what Lydia say. She be like, she told David yesterday. She said, "Planter, I wish I was a moderator on your channel because I would, I would send David to the basement right now." I can't remember what he was saying to her. Whatever he was saying, she was like, "I would drop him so fast."
Lydia
Yep,
quick
you
with
gotta
that
know
drop
how to
button.
hold it. Yep, hit that drop button. I
She done
couldn't
dropped me
do
before.
no live because boy,
You
I
did
would
good with your
drop you
live.
like a hot potato. What?
You did good with your live. Look, Bougie done had one and one only live, and her live
What?
has had th-
Mm-hmm.
three
And
times, four times
y'all
the amount of
showed
people I
out.
done had in the live.
Huh?
She just sold out.
It's
That was what they
sold
said. That
out.
one night only.
And they pulled up.
Yes, they did.
They
They
pulled
sure
up.
did. They showed out.
It
82
was lit.
strong.
It was almost, it was, did it get to 100?
I don't know. The
It was
last
up
time
there.
I only know 82 because somebody told me 82.
It was up there. It was up there. I was like,
I
they
was
pulling
surprised
up.
because when we was in the before we went live, CQ will tell you. She said, "Yeah." She sat there and told us there probably only gonna be 5 people in
She
here.
did say that. They pulled up. It was
Yes,
heavy
they
up in
did.
there.
Donnie showed up. Donnie not even doing videos right now. I was so surprised. There's a lady that followed me in Canada. She was in there. I was like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness, y'all is showing off.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
they was. They
It was
showed
fun
up.
though. It
They
was
must have
fun.
known it was gonna be the only. It was like, let's catch it now because it's gonna be. Look, we at least we can
Cause she
say we
ain't gonna do it
prepared.
again.
Look, it's like a Beyonce concert. I can't. You can't take away from the fact I was there.
Okay, right? And it was so cute. Miss Shirley said, "I just came to hear her laugh."
Aw.
I love it. Miss Shirley said she in her PJs now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. But yeah, but I'm gonna wrap it up, guys, because we've been in here for I'm about to knock on 3 hours, and it ain't about to happen. I see Mike now talking about some stay. No, because guess what? If Lydia being serious, she probably about to go live in about half hour or
Oh,
so.
I know that's gonna be a hot mess.
It's probably gonna be a good time
Listen,
though.
Mm-hmm.
you
That's what I
know it.
mean by a hot
You know
mess.
it.
Yes. So I hope she keep that energy and she really do it because I told her I miss her being on here. Lydia she has that personality that needs to be on here.
She needs to be
Yes,
on there.
yes, she does.
She
Because
needs
that
to
other
be on
night when
here.
she was giving somebody the business, I was like, yes,
She
yes,
stay giving
Lydia.
somebody the business. She told Planter, she said, if you got any problems with this challenge and you need somebody to say something to somebody, you see some plants that look like Bonnie, You called me. Lydia's a mess. I was up in there dying laughing. I said, girl, you are a hot mess. She said, call me. I'll take care of them.
Okay.
Be serious though.
She's serious as a heart attack.
Yes, we need some more of that seriousness.
Nice.
Yes, I love it though. Thank you, Sam. And thank everybody who gave me a super chat or what's the other one called? Look, I'm new
Super
to this.
sticker? Is it super sticker?
Super
Yeah, the
sticker.
super sticker.
Yes, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the
Congratulations.
congratulations. Thank you, Bougie. I I was excited. I was like, I made it. But I was just gonna keep going until I did. I really was. I
Yeah.
think I got more
Well, that's
anxious
all
as I
you
was
got to
getting
do.
close.
You'll get there sooner or later.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And like I said, I just want to have fun on here. I just want to share my
Yes.
experiences. I
Yes.
want people to take, I love to hear when people are taking something from what I'm sharing.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it's a small thing, it ain't got to be the whole thing. I'm not here to make nobody do anything. I just want,
We are. We
Exactly.
are.
I want
We
us
are
all to
soaking
be
it all
good.
up.
I just say I want everybody to be good. Let's all
Yeah,
be good.
exactly.
Let's all be
Exactly.
in good places. But I appreciate y'all for coming up and helping me out tonight.
No
Appreciate you.
And for
problemo.
you explaining the bell in because I didn't. I was like, what's
Mhm.
that?
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for explaining that to us.
De nada.
Yeah, so I know what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, I see you in these streets. Maybe you could stay up and see if Lydia come up live
I
tonight.
sure is, because I'm going to sit right here and watch Lydia give people the business.
Listen, it'd be a good time. It'd be a good time.
All right,
All
y'all.
right,
Good night.
ladies.
See y'all
Good
in
Good
night.
these
night.
streets,
See
as
y'all
they
later.
say.
Good
Good
Everybody
night.
have a good night. I will see y'all in these YouTube streets.
See ya.
Good night, y'all.